chat. We'll be live in a little bit. Good to see ya. One more song, chat, and then we're live. Wait, chat, fuck it. It's everybody. Hello, chat, and welcome back to the Upload, your one-stop shop for everything content, news, and commentary with a little bit of research. I'm your host, FalGEXE. I'm coming to you live in PNG form today because you know what? To be fair, special stream. FUC, there's a goal. It's Feed That Dog. She's here somewhere. I'll make sure you guys hear the crunching and munching. But can I pet that dog? But yes, chat. Today I'm joined by some very, very special people. I want to bring them on screen right now. No, I'm not streaming by myself. Guys, look who it is. It's definitely not Brian Mullins. It's Ash. What's going on, Ash?
Oh my god.
I'm here to expose my roast games conspiracy for the world to see.
I'm so
Are you
glad
also
you learned how to
furry?
speak English.
Oh, no English.
That feels very offensive, and I don't know. I don't know if I can.
You don't know
quite
how you feel
express
about
why.
it?
I don't know how I feel about it.
So Ash and I were sitting in the waiting room, and we were just sorry. What's up, Sai? How you doing?
Yesterday, I know when Kristen Nark was watching Brian Mullins, I'm like, I'm gonna look up some Brian Mullins, and then I found his Deviant art, and I'm like, oh, this is perfect.
God,
And
Sai,
I kept a couple images.
Sai, I'm so sorry. That title
I'm
and your Sai, do I have a trip for you? I never lead you astray. We find content. The content has come home. But yes. Oh God, chat. But
So you kids want to hear about the roast games?
Oh God, we're gonna be talking
No.
about the roast games. We're gonna be talking about everything all at once at the same time. But more importantly, we were literally sitting in the VC, and we were like, "Fuck, we should have like been various versions of Brian's like OC, because it would have been hilarious." Listen, it's time to fuck with him. Like my purest hope and dream is Brian gets off one of his 10 alts and just comes here, because I know he's afraid of everybody he's ever talked to. We did
His regeneration.
His regenerations. Full disclosure, we actually did reach out to Brian for comment. I'm not even fucking around. We did reach out to Brian because I was like, I wonder if this fucking guy will turn up. And so we did reach out for comment. He has not returned our advances. He's playing hard to get. It's okay. There's so much on Brian, it's not even funny. Brian, come out to play.
But that aside, we announce our art contest.
Okay, but we're gonna do that when we get into the stream, friend.
Oh.
Because there's a way to get into the stream.
Okay.
But more importantly, you know him, you love him, you miss him so much at the end of the day. It's Uncool Greg.
Hey, how's it going? Have you heard about our art contest?
You motherfucker. Yes, we do have an art contest. We're gonna talk about it in a little bit. I'm gonna make sure that we talk about it. But you've been good, Greg?
Yeah.
So this is a big shout out to Greg and one of our collaborators, Kat, who is currently studying right now. We love you, Kat. As well as FPS Desile. We have the Op Block conglomerate as a whole have been trying to get into Warhammer. And we are constantly talking to each other about, so what's your favorite faction after watching this faction video? What's your favorite faction? Do you have a favorite Space Marine? Do you like Chaos? I love Chaos. And it's been it's been really funny.
I went to my local used bookstore today to try to find the book that me and Cloudy are gonna, I guess, be reading, but I did not find it there, so I will have to find it elsewhere.
I mean, there is Annie's Archive if you ever need to use it. I know. Listen. I've
never heard of it.
It's like a place where books sometimes may be. They sometimes may be there, but you don't get into Warhammer as a random faction grabs you by the nuts and drags you in. So for me personally, I have 3 factions that I like. Hoity toity boy.
Already forgot him.
Wait. Anyone that impersonates me and blatantly. Oh my God! Brian Mullins has responded to an email. We'll get there. I'm just finding out. We'll get there.
If you would.
What
yeah,
time?
I saw that Brian Mullins is there. Sai, I'm banging my head against the Minecraft Create mod. I'm ready for my background noise of man-made horrors beyond my understanding. We'll get there. Diesel's also been trying to get me into who's it?
Minecraft.
Maybe I'll play Minecraft. I'm trying.
Well, Well, that depends if he does. He no longer goes cheap on the server.
No, he's not. I have been told that Diesel is pulling out all the stops for the server. God bless him. Definitely.
I know, I was there.
I don't know much about Minecraft. I've never played it personally, but I think it's kind of cool. So I will give it a try. We will get
I
to the
played
Brian
Minecraft
Mullins
back
stuff.
in its alpha.
Yes. Brian Mullins has responded via email. We will get there. Diesel and I talked about it. I remember watching Shadows of Israfel and nothing else about Minecraft. I thought
Shadows of Israfel was good because they did like 30 episodes and then they just stopped. And they just never went back to it.
So
I followed
Diesel,
the studio,
Diesel
the
told
Minecraft
me
studio.
why.
Oh, okay.
Well, they partly was it updated and all the stuff they had put in kind of got fucked. But I'm sure there's other reasons to that.
They lost the world code.
Yeah.
No. Aw. I
Yeah,
saw
they lost
one of
the
Killjoy's
world code.
buildings, and I was like, oh, that looks cool.
Yeah, they
That
lost the
sucks.
world code, and that like pretty much killed the series. And then they
And
would
then they
continue
did
Oh
it
no,
other
the story
afterwards.
stuff.
sucks. Never mind.
Yeah, they continued it afterwards, but it wasn't the same. You know, it's just not the same as the OG original. But yeah. So for Warhammer, I am the Tau. The White Scars, because gotta go fast. And I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be cliche, but I'm gonna say it. The orcs are amazing. I think the orcs in 40K are the funniest thing that has ever existed. I love the idea of believing in yourself and just being so enamored with the power of belief that you essentially just conjure things. So how it was explained to me, because we were watching shout outs to, oh my god, what's the creator's name, Greg?
Bricky.
That you should Bricky.
Yeah,
Shout outs
Bricky's
to
great.
content creator Bricky. Really fucking good video. He
He does a
explains.
lot of stuff with like VTubers nowadays.
He does a bunch of VTuber content.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Oh,
He did play the new Space Marine game with Pat and Paige.
Oh, I didn't know that. I should watch that. You could literally put orcs in a Gurren Lagann, they would be successful. Okay, so that's the thing. The way Bricky explained it was, so the orcs will pilot a machine that requires gas, and they'll be like, "Oh, did we put in enough gas?" And the top guy will be like, "Hey, I believe I put in gas," and the machine will just work. They will have infinite gas for God knows what reason.
Yes, but they don't like acknowledge it.
Well, that's the thing. They're oblivious to the power of imagination.
Yes, that's the best part. That to me is is not understanding it.
They don't know that they have the greatest power of all time. And it's so, and then I realized, and then like somebody was explaining to me. Oh no, I was watching like how their dice roll works, because like everyone gets like a couple, like different numbers, and it's just like orcs have the lowest probability, but if you hit like stupidly hard for absolutely
You hit
no
twice.
reason.
If you're like sixes, you do double or something.
Yeah, it's so funny, and I'm just like, what the fuck is happening? But yes, chat, we're gonna go into today's topic today. I want to thank everybody for stopping by. We have a goal up, obviously.
Hello, Fishman. It's me, Brian Mullins.
Oh
I'm
my
here
God.
to steal all your fish
We obviously
and then
don't,
use it for the roast games.
we obviously don't need to hit the goal because Leia is not on screen. But what I am gonna say is, hey, this stream might get demonetized for a variety of reasons, chat. It may be because Brian likes to use real music in his stuff. So, if you want to, you can tip here at our Stream Elements page. It would be very poggies, very based. You could always do that. You don't ever have to, but it is cool. I saw somebody say something about purple.
I like the salamanders.
Yes, purple is the stealth color. That's why you've never seen a purple orc. I've seen that. Yes, they run out of armor and orcs just say pew pew and their guns start working again. That's hilarious. But so, let's get into our topic for today. So before that, chat, we have to have a conversation. Chat, we've heard the rumors, and we've seen the video. I want to say that I'm very, very sorry to everybody here in our chat. I'm very sorry for lying to you. I'm very sorry and very disappointed in our organization. I can't believe that, you know, it's happened this way. But I guess it's time to reveal to you guys our real channel name. Oh, that's the wrong screen! Jesus Christ, YouTube! What the fuck? Oh, whoopsies, that's his thing. No, I did it again! Stop doing that!
Hilarious moment. Oh, I'm so glad I'm here. Amazing.
Don't do it! Not the cock block. Yes, everybody, we are the slop block. We have been heard. Guys, it's okay. I heard it. We are now the slop block. It
That was
happened.
very sloppy of you. What a very
So
sloppy intro.
Slop Mafia is here. We are there. Oh, guys. But more importantly, for those who don't know, for those who are here in our community for the first time, this is a fun little joke right here. But we do have the new Op Block art contest. I want to thank Ash very much for making this. But yeah, if you see, yes, I am the slop father. It is how it is. But more importantly, if you are not already in the Discord, please join the Discord today. We do have an art contest. The theme is your favorite, the subject is your favorite commentary YouTuber, with the theme being Slop Mafia. So just like the Christmas caroling stream or charity stream, first, second, and third place will have a prize. It'll be a very similar prize. It'll be a very, very similar prize to what we did last time. You can see all the rules in the Discord. Obviously, with the Discord, please, no NSFW content. Please, no AI art and other things like that. Be very much appreciated. Obviously, as we have always said when it comes to the art contest, it is not just for drawing art. The art is also for any kind of, crocheting. It can be visual art. It could be writing. It could be music. It could be anything. Remember, and I'd like to actually what'd you say?
I was just saying hi to Midda.
Oh, hi,
Just
Midda.
join the chat.
But yeah. Can we get more shirtless and bare-chested moments? Yeah, sure. I'm actually currently bare-chested. But we're not doing that right now.
Well,
I don't know. You don't know if I have pants on.
you don't know if I have pants on. We're gonna tell the chat that.
And we know Greg doesn't have any pants on.
Don't say that about Greg.
No, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding. Greg comes to stream fully wrapped.
Suit and tie.
Suit and tie. No, but yeah, we do have an art contest here. So very similar to our last art contest. You'll find the rules in the announcements tabs. One of the big differences for this art contest is we're going to be using the Google form. Please use the fan art Google form. When you put it in the fan art Google form, for the love of God, I love you guys. You're all beautiful people. But if you accidentally use your real email, I will see your full name. I don't want to see your full name. Because when the submission tab comes up, it's X full name. So please don't dox yourselves. We do edit it in post, but it's all good. Metal Man with the 2.
Here is money to keep your pants on, Falgi.
Thank you, Metal Man.
Thank you.
I have my pants will stay on just for you, Metal.
Very cheap built.
But yes, like I said, the subject is your favorite commentary YouTuber, with the overarching theme being Slop Mafia. So it can also be, like a common example would be your favorite commentary YouTuber responding or reacting to drama. Yes, the joke is that Brian Mullins is on stream. Does Psy count? If you personally want to make artwork of Psy, that's perfectly fine. You know, I think that that's awesome. Can you open us with the Boing Boing song? Yes, I will.
The what?
The what?
We will get
Fuck, you
into
want Boing
Brian
Boing?
Mullins. I'm going to explain. Can Brian? Yeah. You can use whomever you want. I think my real name is associated with
Sure,
my
I
actual
can.
email. Yeah. Does Brian participate in the contest? Guys, you can make any art of Brian you want.
I mean, he is part of ACC.
He is part of ACC. That is true. In a way, wait. Technically, he's slideshow because he's not real animation. It's a
Oh,
whole
that's true.
fucking thing.
But it's still commentary in it.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It's weird. Oh, I hate all of you. But more importantly, this is it. It's gonna start as of today, quote unquote. I disavow the ACC boo hiss. Sorry. That's, you know what? That's fair. That's fair, Sai. So obviously it's gonna be very similar to last time. It's gonna start as of today, and it's gonna finish on May 14th. So next month, you have a full month to make any type of art you want. Drummer, you don't need to send it to me. I actually have it from Pooh. You could do any type of art you want. Just for like frame of reference, the person who won our last competition, like contest thing, wrote an entire story. And I thought it was really, really cool. That was honestly like one of my favorite things. So if you're a writer, for instance, you definitely can win. And we will be going through all the submissions. But at the end of the day, I'm telling you this right now, as someone who has zero art skills,
That's why we need to do Gartic Phone. It's gonna be so much fun.
Yes, we will do Gartic Phone one day, I promise.
Yeah.
As someone who doesn't have any art skills, I have writing and music skills, but like would never use them for a contest kind of thing. Personally, I
Wow.
am hyper
Why
appreciative.
would you deny chat one of your beautiful songs?
No, because I don't write music. I am
I mean-
super impressed with everybody who has ever submitted. How would I go about taking a picture that encapsulates Slot Mafia? Name that's 100% up to you, dog.
That's the contest.
Yeah.
How you want me to answer the contest for you? I can't
Yeah.
do that. That's cheating.
I mean, like, perfect example would be if you create art pieces of, fuck it, of Diorio reacting to the fucking Boblex pics. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, if anybody uses that, they don't win automatically.
No,
No.
they don't, but
Thanks.
that's an idea. Jesus Christ. But yeah, that's pretty much it. What does Slot Mafia entail? Italian theme. Do you know what it means? No nepotism in the op block is real. No, you're not gonna show up to New Jersey and take a picture of me name. I don't want to hear that shit. But guys,
Yeah, he lives in Old Jersey. I keep telling you.
more importantly, let's go over our new friend, Brian Mullins the Fox. So, what the fuck is all this? I don't want to know what this is on the right hand. Hide this.
Maybe you should get an ad blocker, Grandpa.
You know, maybe one day I'll get an ad blocker. But more importantly, let's talk a little bit about Brian Mullins the Fox. So for those who don't know, Brian Mullins the Fox is an American YouTuber known for uploading reversed videos.
Later, Red. We'll get to the song later. Maybe
don't-
set the mood.
I don't know what reversed videos means, but I will tell you right now, Brian is fucking crazy. But we'll get there. The majority of his content consists of reversed video game cutscenes, sometimes gameplay, reversed TV, and film scenes reversed in music. I have never seen any of these. He goes on fucking schizophrenic rants. Schizophrenic rants. We will go over the series of rants this motherfucker has ever done. What level of autism is this? Sigh?
This is nuclear autism.
This
is the one they warn you about in school.
Sigh, what if I told you this man may have broken into a home? He may have broken into a home for the autism. Atomic autism. Let's go.
Atomic.
Atomic. For research. Yes, for research, he may have broken into a home. But we'll get there. His very famous video is The Roast Games, and we'll get there. There's something, apparently he was, people know this, apparently he was born in California. He is on the autism spectrum.
Oh, rip.
Hey,
California keeps on
Middleman
losing.
with the 5.
Thank you.
Every stream I watch is Brian Mullins this week. I blame Chris the Narc.
Yes,
Okay.
it is actually his fault.
It is Chris's fault. He showed it to us last week, and I was like, okay, we're gonna do this. Do you know why we know that? I don't know, Majunga. I don't know why we know this. I have an entire show doc and more on this motherfucker. I have his entire DeviantArt page and fucking shit about this man that I never wanted to know. Yeah, I blame Gilded too. I talked to Gilded a little bit about it. I talked to Gilded and Chris and Beckett about him. This guy is insane. You need to watch his autobiographical video? No. No, why do you... Okay, we'll just get there.
Yes.
Do I have to?
He was diagnosed with the autism spectrum. He goes on how to describe how he had an abusive and traumatic childhood. I wonder if that'll come up again. Including one of his mother's exes putting him inside a freezer as a prank when he was a baby, as well as having an aggressive stepfather and being made to complete most of the housework. Again, I don't know if any of that is true. These are allegations against this family. He also describes what appears to be hallucinatory experiences, we'll get there, in which he believes his family were going to eat him and recalls images of a grizzly bear with ripped out eyes and black holes as it remains, suggesting he likely suffers from additional mental health problems. Now, chat.
Putting it lightly.
Now, chat, I need to explain something. He has literally, this man is very mentally ill. Extremely mentally ill. I say this all the time. The cross-section of autism and schizophrenia is some of the worst things I've actually ever seen. I always feel very bad when I've had to come into contact with patients like that. It is something that's crazy. I do feel bad. Because it's very debilitating. Who's more unhinged, Dan's burst or Brian? So, Brian came before Dan's burst. Here is what I will say. If Dan's burst was a trolling gone wrong, this is who he modeled himself after. You could tell in the terms of speech. You can tell in the way that Dan's mythology or methodology actually like contradicts but also intersects. Like he's like, in some parts he's nega Brian, but in other parts they like just agree about like government, like they're ANCAPs, like they do all this shit where they don't believe in the government. Everyone should have their personal nuke, all that shit. Fauci short story idea, the sword meeting of What If Altist and Brian the Fox. That's insane. That's, if you want Brian Mullins and What If Altist to meet, we'll get there. So, let's... Okay, Sai, you're in the chat. Sai, I'm summoning you right now.
Wow, you
Why?
just can ask.
Listen, I'm... So, Sai...
He's like, what?
It's okay. I'm summoning you. Do you know of Lio Convoy and the Fox Mafia? Because I barely know what the fuck it is. Because allegedly, Brian Mullins was the Fox Mafia. I know Lyle Convoy, but not that. Apparently, Lyle, I know you know Lyle, but apparently he had fucking drama with Lyle Convoy.
Hi, Cal.
And I don't
How do you
know-
have drama with Lyle
What?
Convoy?
You know, he apparently said that he was gonna murder fucking Peaches.
Brian Mullins?
Yeah, allegedly. Allegedly,
Oh.
he made some like prophetic tweet that he was gonna fucking murder Peaches or something. But it's funny because I also know that Lanza put out a fucking video on Lio today that I will be
Yeah,
watching
I haven't seen it
privately.
yet.
I'm gonna be watching it privately, seeing if anything happens with it. Listen, I've made fun of Lio for his like old days, his old days of the predator hunting shit. I've said straight up, I will always say this. I think predator hunting shit is very cringe. I've always thought it was very cringe. I think a lot of people who have moved to that style of content, or even kind of did it, are just fucking weird. I've said that to him. Meh. But I have to go get something from my door, chat. But remember, I'm going to leave you in good hands. Brian Mullins, the
Yeah.
Fox, can you tell people what's going on?
So, funny story. You guys want to know something funny? Lio. Lio's a big boomer and didn't know you could have your main Discord account on your phone and your PC. That was fucking funny. Awesome. I'm eating a Crustable right now, and it's very delicious.
Did you say a crustable or an uncrustable?
Oh, and Uncrustable.
What would a crustable be?
I guess you have the crust on it.
Oh.
Wait, we did scare Lio away from the VC when we were watching Chris Chan doc by not goddamn Malcolm. What's the guy's name?
Gamer from Mars, aka.
Thank you.
Is that why Lio 2 exists? Yes.
Yes,
It
because
is
he's
why
a
Lio 2
boomer!
It is why Lio 2 exists. Again, I say this all the time. There's like always a thing. You can criticize people however you want in our Discord. I sure know Fishy does it to Lio all the time, and it's in good jest. But don't make crazy accusations. My yes, Embry Limbus Company.
Yeah.
Me bust
I played
company
more
ye.
today.
Only one person will get this reference.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost done with. I think I finished I almost done with the first dungeon in Limbus
Have-
Company.
Have you
Dude,
talked to
I
Makari
really
about
like
it?
the vibe in it. It reminds me of like a really dark dungeon crawler I played.
Have you talked to
Really?
Makari about it?
I have not yet. I just
Makari
started.
loves
I
the
don't.
games.
I haven't.
Yeah,
Or
that's
the
what
game.
I haven't
Makari's
chatted
board
with Makari
game.
in a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I saw Du was playing it recently as well.
But yes, just as a foremention, obviously, we make the joke, but in our Discord, you can say things. Don't at a creator, please. That's our one rule. But if you have comments and you have things you want to say, you can say it. But don't be overly rude, and don't give out false allegations. It's the biggest fucking pet peeve. We're a drama Discord. I fucking get it. We're a public drama Discord. Don't give out false information and come with the facts. That's all I ever say. But let's look at one of Brian's controversies. The YouTuber Lio Convoy had made few videos regarding another content creator, Coswar Fox. Oh God, whatever. And his crew, the Fox Mafia. Brian began to pester Lio when the second part of a video on Cast would come out. Lio initially didn't take issue or care too much about Brian until he made a video about how there'd be less predators around if there weren't any predator hunters. So, we're burying the lead a little bit, But if you remember when we reacted to Brian's first video, Brian believes that it's a child's fault that they get trafficked into sex slavery, and he believes that the only way to save children from the child prostitutes is to kill the children, because the child prostitutes will become the pedophiles of the future. I swear to God, that is what he believes. It's insane. You guys, you should hear his thoughts on school shooters and the victims' families. It's also insane.
Yeah. I think I heard about when Gilda was telling Chris about it. Yes, I had my own sort of was it last stream I said, like, I feel like the reason he believes this stuff is because he's trying to build a clubfoot around the fact that he himself is a predator, and he's trying to, like, absolve himself of that sin. I think that was my, like,
I think that was last
crack
stream.
brain. Oh yeah.
Eventually everything came to a head with conflict rose again in Just the Robot's comment section, where Who the Fuck is Doodle Clones was talking about Lio. The two had a back and forth. Brian got involved later, deleted his comment exchange with Lio. This led to Lio doing a live stream covering Brian made on him. Said videos perpetuated false allegations regarding Joshua Vidia's actions towards his victims. I know that he was a fucking piece of shit. Oh, what the fuck just happened there?
This is why he's an ad blocker.
Oh my god. Hush. God, shut, stop! The fucking thing.
I'll never learn.
How Lio handled the situation. This later led Lumi, a member of the Senate, from uncovering that he made a cannibal fan fiction with characters from All Dogs Go to Heaven. Okay, we're just gonna get off that website. So chat, I do believe we have the cannibal fan fiction. I will say this. It's there. We can read it. But
this is the email, guys.
This is the email we got from Brian Mullins, the Fox, because Brian Mullins doesn't want to ever do interviews. Val, do you really need to do ad blocks because those ads can be claimed? Oh, later. Later.
Sure.
Brian messages one of our representatives, not really interested, but thanks for asking, though. Anyone that impersonates me and blatantly misrepresents my positions on purpose is nothing more than a pathetic and deranged loser. Those that actually know what my positions are and what I actually said and mean should be able to see through the impersonator's BS. Now, chat, let's talk about the many very things that Brian has done on the internet. We're going to be covering how we found him. We're going to be covering some of his old content. We're going to be covering as much as we fucking can. Also, big shout outs to Cope and Seethe. They recently put out a new video on the Bo Black stuff, because Bo Blacks is accusing Diorio of being somebody else. I think that's fucking hilarious. But more importantly, chat, it's time. Let's see. What should we cover first? So this is Brian Mullins' old channel. Let me see if I can find something from the new channel. Okay, this is the main channel. So Brian Mullins has this weird thing about re-uploading content and then planning content years in advance. So this is a video that's why the concept of virginity is pointless and completely beta. God bless him. That's not the one we're going to be covering first, though. First, we're going to be covering the video that we found him on. Let's cover... Oh, he put out a part 2! Let's go! Okay. Let's put out the... Should we really save all the children? The child prostitute question. Let's go to the one that started it all.
Hi everybody, I am Brian Mullins the Fox for the first short-form rant installment of April 2025. This shouldn't take too long to ask you. Should we really save all the children, even when it's entirely possible that they become child predators themselves towards other children by being prostitutes? It's also known as the child prostitute question. Because if you unironically answer this great question of mine with a yes, then congratulations, you're a fucking moron.
Okay, so remember, for those who remember the last time we covered this, he believes that because children then become sex trafficked, that you must murder them because they will become the predators of tomorrow, completely neglecting the fact that that they're being sex trafficked to begin with, and that we don't have the social services to prevent said sex trafficking. No, Brian Mullins believes, and just to let you know, wait, all children are just the trafficked ones. Brian Mullins believes that if you do not take out the trafficked ones, that they will become the traffickers of tomorrow. Yes, he does have the same accent as Jar. California autism something.
No, Jar's from California?
He's from North Texas. Because that's how we think. That's how.
Oh yeah.
That's why he'll never respond. Because I'm pretty sure we hit him in the Job Corps pain, and that's like one of the funniest things that's ever happened. But okay, let's remind ourselves what Brian Mullins says.
Also, I don't think Brian knows what consent is.
No. Brian, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Brian also.
I am Brian Mullins the Fox, and I don't know what consent is.
Brian will also tell you how to be a good parent. Chat. We'll get there.
Maybe you should start reconsidering that question now, but before I give you the following 3 reasons as to why, I'm going to have to point it out bluntly. Saving these predatory children will only exacerbate the problem by further enriching the child sex trafficking rings, the deep state, and all the other organizations I said were involved. The
deep state! The deep state! I'll say this. The first time we reacted to this, I fucking crashed out. I lost my fucking shit. But this is it's the deep state. Oh god, he's a fucking moron. He's also a pussy because Brian will never, ever come out and debate people. And how do I know that? Because Brian likes to delete comments on his YouTube videos. Very fascinating, Brian. I know you know who I am, and I know you're running.
Including the black market, and keep it all alive. And now that you know all this, do you still want to know these 3 reasons? Because if so, okay. Number 1, just because they're children or under the age of 18 does not mean that you should deny or entirely rule out the possibility of child prostitutes existing. Because
Greg, what did you say last time? He's
remember.
minority reporting kids.
Yeah, I did say that.
It's just a minority reported children. This man isn't. Yes, predatory children. Sai. My good friend Sai, I have someone to sell you. His name is Scarlet Reaper, and he believed in the idea of reverse predators. He believed that it is not the adult's fault for being a pedophile. It's the child's fault for preying on the weak adult. Scarlet lives on everywhere, chat.
Yes, they do. And what's the fucking point in saying that no child becomes a child predator to another child themselves if you just silently go along and nod your head with the people that deny that this happens at all? Why can't you just be honest and say that you don't give a shit and you shouldn't have to answer these questions? 2, if you want to help us get rid of all predators, adult and or otherwise, don't just go after the adult ones and turn a complete blind eye to the ones under 18 years old, and even the ones that aren't even in their teenage years yet. Meaning, don't turn a blind eye to even prepubescent child.
So I'm going to highlight. He's saying that a roughly 9-year-old child is on his kill list. I hate this. He's like, screw it. Are they 9? End them. No, he's not putting them in jail. He's saying the kid asked for it. That's what he's saying. Like, insane line of logic. Hey, 9-year-old, you're gonna get it. You have not missed. We will get to the roast games. We're leading everybody into how Brian works.
Child predators that go after other children. And finally, number 3, before I release the rest of the rant portion and end this video, if you prefer your eyeballs not be scarred for life over having the gumption to swallow your pride and get rid of all predators, adult and prepubescent, including the ones in their teenage years, you're the enemy of the people. Obscenity shouldn't change a motherfucking thing when it comes to having to deal with the scummiest of scum out there. If you're too offended by pedophiles existing and what you call CP existing, why do you turn a blind eye to worse anyway? Fuck you and shut the fuck up.
2 things to remember about Brian Mullins. A, high school dropout. Listen, nothing against people who drop out of high school, get a GED, everything like that. But remember, he believes that he is smarter than you, and he has solved the world. And 2, Brian has a weird thing with the definition of CP. Brian has a weird thing with the definition of CP where he doesn't necessarily take like written versions or drawn versions of CP as real CP. It has to be filmed with real children. Very weird. It's bizarre. And again, like I said before, being a high school dropout has nothing to do with it. It's just kind of one of those things that you think about when overarching the things of Brian, because, you know, he's very bizarre. Very, very well. It has to be acted. Thank you, Cal. That's right. It has to be acted out. Thank you for reminding me. Is he a lolicon? I don't know. Brian's never going to answer these questions.
Acted.
Like, it has to be like a film and acted. It can't just be a picture. It needs to, like, be acted. That is what he considers CP to be. And CSAM material. I don't know. Maybe Brian has some... I don't know. I wouldn't throw it out, but maybe Brian has cub porn on his stuff. You never know. I don't know, Brian. Why don't you show us? Turn in your hard drive. It'd be a really fun time. But let's continue.
There's no reason or rationality with your mentality. You supporting all this are the reason why this happens. There's no logic or method to your madness. You must either become one with the enemy or not be the enemy. And if they're deadly enough, kill off all child prostitutes, prepubescent and otherwise, unironically. And no, I'm not promoting violence, YouTube. Fuck off. And leave the adult prostitutes and child sex traffickers to rot and die on their own, in prison.
So guys, the adult criminals can live. The adult criminals can live. However, the adult criminals can live. But I swear to you right now, the child ones gotta go. The child ones, they gotta be killed off. What's what is it? Exterminatus? Is that the thing in 40K when they're just like, this human civilization? There's chaos going on right now. We're just gonna fucking, is that what it is, Greg? Okay. So Exterminatus, they just kill them all, I guess. I don't fucking know. So the pimps are allowed to live and exploit more children? Yeah. That's what Brian thinks. He thinks
the pimps are okay. They're just hardworking fellas, just
Lords of
trying to
Destruction
make a buck
for 1
while
month.
exploiting other people.
Lord of Destruction became a member. Lord of Destruction celebrates 1 month of membership. Hey, how are you doing
Doing
today?
pretty good, dude.
Also, anime fans, good news, SBA is coming, lol.
What is SBA?
What's that?
Steel Ball
SBA?
Run.
Oh, Steel Ball Run.
Oh,
Yes.
I thought. Okay,
Wait, no,
I thought.
SBA. No, hold on. SBA. That's not SBR.
Or did you
I
mean
don't know what
SBR?
SBA is.
That's how I was confused.
I don't know what SBA is. Is SBA just still? Yeah, it's Steel Ball Run. Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no. It'd be still be R. SBR.
I thought it was SBR. He meant, okay, thank you, Lord.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Yeah,
personally-
I'm excited for it.
Personally, excited for Steel Ball Run. Hopefully it doesn't get the Netflix treatment that unfortunately last season did. I will say this. I'm looking forward to Science Saru's redo of Ghost in the Shell with the old art style.
The OG manga art style.
The OG manga art style. Oh, yes, by the way, we are 40 subs from 1K. Holy shit. We're 40 subs. Yeah, chat, we're 40 subs from 1K. You know, yes, D4C. D4C is coming, chat, and that's all that matters. Oh shit, a new major? It's technically old major because it's the original art style, which is really
Okay,
cool.
not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of them. Like every new series reinventing the major, it's just like redoing her backstory and everything, and I'm just like,
I mean,
"Ugh."
otherwise you'd be watching the same thing. It'd be watching a Spider-Man origin over again. So I
Yeah.
think getting a new perspective on it is like the only way you can do it when making it still fresh.
From the
I just didn't like. I didn't like how they did Rise. It just kind of turned me off.
Well, it's like a weird thing where it's like it's using the old art style. I don't know if it's a new lore or if it's just what the manga was, because it would just be it's just adapting the manga. But yeah, forget D4C unsung. Oh no, we could be people.
Sorry, Rise. I wasn't a fan of Rise. I really like Standalone Complex.
Yeah.
But and just like I didn't like how they just basically redid her character and she's like a completely different person. I'm like, And I don't like her redesign as well. It's too like young lady for me.
Let me see if I can find it before we move on.
Here.
Hold up.
I have the wiki page right here. Because I feel like I said the name wrong.
Hold on. I'm looking the new thing up. Oh, see, hey, look, it's a comparison of all the art styles. Let's go. YouTube, don't demonetize me. Don't demonetize me, YouTube. I just want that image, but I guess not. So, here's all the different images. Hey!
Yeah, I don't like 2013's.
Controversial opinion, make new stuff, stop readapting old stuff over and over and over and over and over and over.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Impossible to do. This is an established IP. Consumer will eat established IP. Consumer does not like new thing. This is tried and true method. Make money, line go up.
Yeah. We talked about this before. Actually, this would be for the book and art people, because I know some of you guys are in our chat from time to time. I would really, I'd personally love to see like discussions about the new thing about established IPs and how a lot of times people have to make books for their screenplays so they can get like IP power, because that's a new thing Hollywood does, which is kind of crazy.
What's actually like
What do you mean?
comics. Comics
Yeah.
are set up as like storyboards so that you show the comic to like a like an exec or however you get your foot in the door. Like, I want to do this, and they already have like the visuals of that in mind so that they can get the so it's more of like a leverage to get the funding for a film, because it's like, look, it's a tried and true method. This story works in a visual format. Now we just need it in a moving visual format.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the new art style.
No
Ace.
We just we had like a minor divergence.
Minor divert because somebody was talking about it. But yeah, I really am. I'm excited for the old and new art style. Hopefully it works.
I hope they make her more gay like she was in the original.
Well, we'll get there. All right, chat, let's get back to it.
For all my subscribers and those who have common sense, I'm Brian Mullins, the Fox, signing out.
So remember, Brian has a lot of things that he loves to say. So let's go to Brian. So this is Brian's new main channel. Listen, good for Brian. Brian has like 12K subs on his old channel. Where's his old channel? Oh God, this is the drama archive.
It's a sexy fox.
His old channel only had 300 subs. Brian, it's his pre-furry channel. So, chat, let's look at Brian Mullins. That we're not gonna look at this one because I'll fucking vomit. Let's
Why?
look at what Brian was doing around the start of his career.
Is it supposed to be sour?
Here's the glass of wine I'm
Okay.
about to put in the microwave just to warm
What?
it up. Maybe get it up.
Yes, chat. He's gonna put red wine in a microwave
Why?
because
mulled
it's the
wine,
perfect
yeah.
thing for autumn and winter.
Yeah, mulled wine.
Wait, you heat up wine?
You can warm up wine and put spices in it. It's called mulled wine. It's not like this. This is trash.
This
But you can
is-
do it.
He bought like $2 chuck and put it in a fucking microwave. This dude's insane.
I only like my wine cold. Like warm would be disgusting.
Yes, I know he's making mulled wine and it's very, very wrong. It's extremely yeah. Mulled wine is not in the microwave, and you don't do it with like $2 chuck. You do it like with specific wines because like not all wines heat up the same way. That's like a huge thing. Let's see what else he does.
He Mullins'd it.
I hate you, Greg.
Oh,
I didn't.
okay.
I'm just reading. I read the chats that are great.
Killjoy
you know?
sent me like a recipe for mulled
Mhm.
wine.
Mhm.
Boiling a little bit, just, like any boiling
Oh, you do it on
liquid,
the
like
stove.
water,
Yes, you do it on the stovetop for reasons.
just in case for hot chocolate, if you add the powder
What?
afterwards. But this is no
But you're
hot
gonna
chocolate
put
at all.
wine
This
with
is
hot chocolate?
Merlot. This is red.
Merlot. No, it's
Wait,
Merlot.
Merlot. Yeah.
Not
hold on.
Merlot. It's not a fucking Texan. They didn't
Why-
fucking grow the grapes in fucking Kentucky.
Why do you mention putting hot chocolate in wine?
We gotta move past it. There's too many
We
things
gotta
already. We have to move past.
No, listen to me. Does he not drink water? Is this like reverse Aspen instead?
Oh
Where
no,
he drinks
it's
wine
reverse
instead of soda?
acid. No.
My favorite thing is when he took a drink of water and then he Winston cringed at the taste of water. That's my because it's performative, but it's so goofy that I laugh every time I see the clip.
Nurgle has a new acolyte.
Oh, we showed Cloudy his like steak and pizza video because she had never
Yo,
seen
that
it.
video's so fucking bad.
wine. So I am going to put it in the fridge, like
You just
so.
microwaved it.
He meant microwave.
Why is your fridge up there?
Here it is.
Oh, wait, that's the microwave.
You
I'll
That's
give it
heathen.
at least a minute and 50 seconds.
Bro, he's
Oh,
filming the
God.
microwave. He's filming the fucking microwave. Remember, this is the guy that says kill.
Yeah,
the
so it's like
kids.
microwaving tea. I hate that so much. Just boil the water, motherfucker.
This guy is the dude that says I'll kill the kids. Why is
Yeah,
he
kill him.
doing this?
Filmed microwaves
Hi,
running.
Alan. What's up, man? Haven't seen you in a bit. Good to see you. A minute and 50 seconds. Yeah, you'll see
I
why.
can sort of hear it boiling, but I'm gonna put this camera down and set it somewhere safe. Here it is, the finished.
He wants the wine to boil in the
You want the
microwave.
simmer.
He wants to boil the wine.
Also, like, it isn't boiling. You're like trying to kill off some of the alcohol because that's
Yes,
getting
yes.
hot.
Yeah,
when
yeah, if you
cook.
boil,
Yeah.
it'll cook it off.
Yeah.
Look,
Yes.
I know how to cool, but I still don't get deglazing with wine. I don't get that.
It's because the sugars pick up all the
Mm.
stuff on the bottom of the pan.
Oh,
The
okay.
fond.
Yeah, the fond. Yep. Because the alcohol and the sugars clean off the bottom of the pan.
It's
You just have to-
deglazing.
yeah.
You can do it with water. You can do it with stock,
Oh,
but
okay, so,
wine is a
like-
different. Yeah.
If I'm deglazing something,
Mhm.
do I just dump all the stuff into the sink that I've deglazed, or do I have to put it like in a jar or something, or do I
No,
just
u-
keep
usually it's the usually you use it as a sauce. So if you were gonna put,
Mm.
if you're gonna make a like
I
for
fucked
instance,
up. I thought you dumped it down the sink.
no,
It's still food. That's
it's
actually
food,
yeah.
Ash.
It's like
Okay,
the
okay,
golden.
but it was burnt. What if it was burnt and I don't want it
if
to
it's
like?
okay,
burnt.
okay. If you burned
Okay,
it, then that's the
okay.
Don't use
problem.
it. If you
Okay.
burn stuff, don't use
Yeah,
it. in
because
food.
like you're
Okay.
not supposed to deglaze at a super high heat. Because the
Okay.
idea of deglazing is like, so for instance, if you make a steak with in a demi wine reduction, what you do is that, or like a demi glaze, what you do is you'll take like a red wine, and then you will take the fond off the bottom, and you deglaze it, let it simmer, and then sometimes you'll add cream to that, so it makes like a nice like thick sauce with a little bit of like mushrooms. You can place it over your steak. Sometimes what you can do is a quick tip, life hack kind of thing, guys. Take some butter, take some breadcrumbs, toast them a little bit, and then saute them with a little bit of mushrooms, then have your demi-glaze, and then, put the mushrooms in at the last minute so it soaks up everything, and then you just put it over your steak. It's very, very good.
Finished product. Hot.
Yes, hot Dr. Pepper is a thing I know. I learned about it when I first started dating Cloudy. She told me about hot Dr. Pepper.
Steaming
I
Merlot
learned from
in the chilly
class from the
autumn.
past.
I live in an apartment where the normal temperature for any heater or even air conditioning in the summer is 74 degrees. So I'm going to give this a go when it cools down enough. But I'm going to give it a taste test now.
Come on.
You could edit this out, buddy.
There's so much that's happening.
Yeah, it's really good. One more.
That is not.
He doesn't like it at all. He doesn't like it at
I
all.
have beer in Killjoy.
Like,
I use
nice
it.
and toasty for the fall and winter. Bye.
Oh, that reminds me. There's a boba shop in downtown. It's like not downtown Sacramento, but a little bit from it. They used to have teriyaki spam rice bowls, rice balls before the pandemic, and they were so fucking good.
So
I would make. I sometimes make it. I love it. So good.
we also
You can use the spam container as like kind of your makeshift molder.
So he also, and sure, we'll watch this one too. He microwaved white wine. You don't do
I'm
this.
Brian Mullins, the Fox.
Oh god, it's so
Here
fucking
for
loud,
episode
dog.
2 of
Fix
the
your
Drinking
audio.
Hot Wine for the autumn/winter series. If there is a chance that 1 week or so, or whenever there's a different variety of wine like Pinot Noir, this series will.
Pinot
Noir?
Pinot Noir.
Okay. Listen, Valji mispronounces words all the time, but he does not mispronounce every word every time.
Oh my god, Pinot Noir. Also, can I tell you
He
that
dropped out
this
of
is
school.
this is the most fucking tame part of this guy? It gets worse from here. Pinot Noir.
Continue, but until then, this will be the last episode for a while. I'm going to do the same with Pinot Grigio.
That's closer.
It's a me, a Pinot Grigio.
Open the wine bottle. Here we go. Let's safely pour the wine into the glass.
Okay, you fuckers want to know the worst part?
He could. There's a better way to pour that. He's gonna.
No. They shoved the cork all the way back in.
I saw that, yeah.
He shoved the cork all the way back in, and
Bottle?
then had to
Here's
use a wine opener to open it again.
An already open bottle.
You just all you do is put the small part of the cork, so that's how the cork is made.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you just flip the cork upside down, and the cork holds it. It's
Yeah, we're not wine drinkers over here.
oh, I'm sorry.
I have
Norma.
like a Stella Rosa, like maybe for like Valentine's Day once in a while, but like I prefer like the heart, like whiskey and
I love wine.
like that.
I love wines. I love wine, so I know wine very well. Unfortunately.
So, let's safely pour the wine into the glass,
Unfortunately,
like so.
in that drink ASMR.
Bro, why are his videos so fucking loud?
And there we go. That's plenty. I'm gonna
Maybe he has
close this
hearing
bottle
trouble.
back up and
Off topic, but does a traditional chicken or eggplant parm have mozzarella in it? Yes.
Ooh, eggplant parmesan.
So I make my egg. Okay, so there's 2 ways that I have eaten eggplant parm: my grandmother's way and my way. And then you have the restaurant way, but that's different. My grandmother used to make eggplant parm, but she would layer it like a lasagna.
Oh.
So it would literally just be an eggplant lasagna. I love it. It's great. I make it a very kind of like a different way, more of like a rustic Italian kind of way. Kenji Lopez Alt. You look up his Twitter, his YouTube. It's a really good eggplant parm recipe. That's the one I personally like if I'm spending hours working on it, because it's a fucking process, but it's delicious and you'll have it for days.
Also, Ratatouille has eggplant in it. I've made it before. It's really good. It does take a bit to like prep the eggplant though.
Yeah, because you got to do a lot to it.
Yeah, you have to like pull out all the moisture and stuff.
Yeah, you gotta brine it essentially. Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. Let's do this. Let's this bottle back up.
Hold up.
Here we go.
What is that?
Donation-
Donatos?
Donatos. Let me look at that up.
Is that a?
It's a brand.
It's a
of
brand. Is that a pizza? Is that a pizza
Pizza? It's
shop?
a pizza. Yeah.
They order from Donatos.
Go. Let's do this.
Cooking
That
stream
is-
one day.
There's a Donato. No, it's something pizza. Let me see.
Don't dox yourself, motherfucker.
In 5, 4.
Why are we talking about Brian Mullins? Because he's funny. And he's insane. These are the tame videos. I'm showing you this as a primer for the real shit.
3.
We're gonna build up to it. We don't start you at 10.
2,
We build you to 10.
1 and go.
Are you pulling an Andrew Tate docs live? That's so fucking funny.
I was thinking.
Oh no, Gecko, you're fine. No worries.
As you can see, it's done. So let me get this out of the way.
Why is
And
he
once I'm done putting this
fucking...
down, I will close the microwave.
Why is it
door.
hot Pinot
And as you can
Grigio?
see, the
It's floating.
Ah, there's something in the cup!
Floating.
There's
It's
something
floating.
in the cup! No! You should have cleaned the cup out, motherfucker! Ah!
Or
What the
done none
fuck?
of this. None of this would have been preferable.
Next to the Mountain Dew, what is happening?
And the high class art next to the boiled wine.
Oh, fuck me. Oh!
A nice
What to do with
hot
wine, yummy.
wine is steaming. There's some stains from the last time we did this microwave hot wine experiment.
Brother, there's shit on the bottom of that fucking cup! There's shit on the
Clean the
bottom!
Have you ever seen that Reddit
There's some,
post where
There's
it's
shit fucking
my-
flowing in the cup! He's
there's a
drinking
Reddit
bugs.
post.
He's drinking
Yeah,
bugs!
Greg.
Reddit
How
post.
did you get the video he got removed from YouTube?
Which one?
Which one? I don't even know which one you're talking about. I have a
What were you gonna
couple.
say, Greg?
I have a
That's
I have a
fine.
couple of
Next
his.
time.
The one on the bit shoot, I do have his bit shoot. Yeah, I have his bit shoot. There's a bunch of shit that we're gonna cover. I have his old I have a lot of his shit, Chris. There's so much. What the fuck? Why does he do this?
No, that's weird. I'm looking at. There's only like 3 locations for Donatos on the West Coast.
I mean, that means we can find. No. Is it
One's
white
in
wine supposed to be clear?
Oregon, one's in Washington, and one's in California.
Yeah.
Stains from the last time we did this microwave hot wine
Also, Chris, I hope you had a good day, dude.
experiment, but it's okay. If
probably
anything,
more.
it could add to the flavor.
Oh, there's in
I'm
Ohio.
just gonna let it cool for quite some time until it's safe enough to drink with my bare tongue. Now let's taste test.
You don't need to warm water. Okay, so for those who don't know, for those who don't drink wine, things like that, red wines are very typically have a very. They're both sweet, but they have a very different flavor palette. White wine, it's just like, why are you taking payments from the Russians to sweep? Listen, Chris, you know, do svidanya. I listen. It just comes out of me, comrade. My listen, Iran, guys, Iran, slop mafia forever. I'm so sorry, chat. Okay,
And I guess I'm the one that got away.
you are the one that got away. But this, yeah, white wine is too dry to make this kind of drink. It's not even just that. It's also got a lot of sugar content as well. It's weird.
The hot wine.
It's fucking weird, dude.
All right, in 3, 2,
How does his feet?
1.
Wait, show feet?
Showing
Show
feet?
feet?
It's an Xbox?
1.
It's his
Oh, it's an
foot.
Xbox. Yeah, this is Xbox.
Yeah, but next to it, it's foot. 3, 2, 1 ASMR blowing sound. You know what? This is what I
That's
imagine
nice
you do,
and
Project, when you
grapey.
do your countdown.
Why are you drinking? It's like, oh, nice and grapey. Why are you heating up grapes? Who the fuck puts grapes? You know what? Somebody's probably put grapes in the microwave. Let's be real.
Ah, it's nice. I gotta drink some water now.
I hate you.
I'm gonna drink the rest of it now. Bye.
So you may be asking yourselves, like, Brian, what is Brian known for? How is Brian known? I want to tell you why. So Brian does this thing known as the roast game. So I have one of Brian's oldest roast games. I also
We're getting into my roast games.
we're getting
The
into
true
your
conspiracy
roast games. Yep.
that exists beyond all things, that is
let's,
connected to everything.
So this is a compilation of Brian's roast games. But I also have something very interesting. Chat, Brian isn't original. He's actually a copy. So we found this. How do I open a new tab? There we go, new tab time. All right, do we Control V? Yeah, Control V. Chat, we found a roast games WordPress. And hey, look, is it Brian's WordPress? Look what it is! Brian Mullins the Fox. April 2002. So, you may be
wait.
asking.
This is exactly 2 years.
This is exactly 2 years ago.
What? Oh no.
January 2021. So, let's talk about Brian. So, if you guys remember,
What's the Stranger Things font?
close and accept, sure. So if you guys remember stuff about Brian, Brian got put in the freezer as a child, as a baby even. So this became something that Brian could never let go. What's the first one that he's ever done? Okay, so this is just like the first post, but here, we'll talk about it. Welcome to the Roast Games official website. I, Brian Mullins the Fox, am proud to present the very first to prove that families literally ate their own children at their Christmas roasts after slaughtering them for not believing in Christmas.
You know, I feel like if you were presenting proof, I think having the fox as a suffix to your name is not really doing the work that you think it does.
So remember, chat, the Roast Games was an event in American history where children...
You heard the Hunger Games? Roast Games. It's
where
all
you
connected.
eat your child for not believing in Christmas. Now you may ask yourself, Brian, how did you find this out? Yes, Deadwing Dork did cover this guy at one time. Beckett has covered this guy. Chris has obviously covered
Chris
him.
the Narc.
Gildan
FPS
has covered
Diesel.
him. FPS Diesel. Shit, harmful
Diesel
opinions.
Oh, thank you.
Diesel IRL, who the
Apologies.
fuck cares? One day he'll change the @ from Simply Diesel. But we're getting ahead of ourselves.
It may be too late at that point.
Here's
Oh
what?
no, they're selling a full armor Gundam on Gundam Plan right now when it was out of
Fuck.
stock. There's only 3 left in stock.
Fuck!
Chat, we're buying something right now.
No, not
If you
full armor
donate
Gundam!
today,
Please tip. Please tip.
It's
I'm
$84.
I'm poor and I need a Gundam.
the tariffs are hitting hard.
Fauci's,
I already have
yeah.
full armor Gundam. I just need to build it.
Jonesy, you're right. My Italian heritage was hurting. But let's listen to some of Brian Mullins's things on the Roast Games. The 5th anniversary.
We're going back in time. That's what this music signifies.
Oh, is this what the rewind thing or reverse thing happened?
He quite literally put the video out in reverse order so you could understand it. He put the video out backwards so you can understand it.
Is there a verse? Is there we can understand?
He literally put it in reverse order so his true believers can understand it. We have the WordPress has the real videos, but I wanted to show this off because I thought it was hilarious. He's like, listen, true believers, you'll be able to fix this if you put this video out and you reverse it. Brian Mullins can hear you think. Remember, Brian has delusions of grandeur. He sees things, he hears things, he believes in everything. Only the truest will understand. And remember, Brian Mullins believes in the numerology. Now, you may say, this feels like an ARG. And I kind of feel that. But we'll get there. We'll get there. But let's go to the WordPress so we can actually watch the roast games. This is part 1 of an investigation. I'm going to speed it up. The fox with the chipped ear.
Well, when you read it the other way, it's the fox
or the fox
chipped
with the chipped ear. And I feel
with
like
the
I'm
ear.
about to trigger a lot of people, so without further ado, I'm gonna actually prove this in real life. Well, this lie that's being told that I'm a conspiracy theorist is a dead horse. Stop beating it. So here we go, for those who are still in denial. The house I am personally going to investigate is 7976 Porty Flamingo Road.
Oh,
He just doxes homes. He just looks up for real homes and doxes them. Fuck the people that live there. Fuck everything. He's like, you know what's great? I'ma dox this real ass home.
I'm gonna do it again. I'll fucking do it again. Fear me, Brian. I am Mullins the fox.
He just doxes homes for real. Why not, Brian? Amazing. Let's see what he does more.
In New Lexington, Ohio. This is my father's mobile home. This mobile home was built in 1950.
You see how the first roast games he ever does is his family. The first roast games that Brian ever does is his family. Now, this is something very interesting, and it's why I am very believe. Sign with the 5.
Thank you.
By trigger he means justifiably outraged
Sai,
people.
thank you so much. You're the best.
Yeah.
You are the best. Yeah, let's talk about that for a fact. This is his father's home. Why? So there's
Is
a
he
thing.
pulling a what if Altus and doxing his own family
Well,
because of
We'll get there.
perceived wrongs?
Yes, and we'll get there. I truly believe that Brian Mullins has a lot of family trauma. Whether it's real or not, I'm unsure. I do believe he lives with his brother, but don't quote me. I do believe so. And probably a little bit of schizophrenia going on. Just like, so like the perfect example is the roast games. This is the first episode, but the first episode feels like it's been, like, you should already know what the roast games is. You clicked on this video, you know what the roast game is. You already feel it, you already know it, you know it's there. What do you mean you don't know the roast games? Why do I have to tell you about the roast games? That little schizophrenic thing that he does. And I've seen it in real life. It's very, very interesting. You should already know. You know, Donald Trump is speaking to me through the TV, but he's not on. It's okay. The subtitles is him speaking to me. I shit you not, a patient has told me that once.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's a fucking, it's fucking special. They're very special. I love my
gonna
psych
get a
patients,
Gundam.
but again, like I said, there's a beautiful, again, not a doctor, always to put that out there. But there's a beautiful intersection between the autism and schizophrenia chain that I have seen, and it is very difficult because these people need help. Again, I will say this once. Brian is a fucking freak, but he is not above mental health help and social work help. Everybody deserves it.
57. And let me do this the right way. Let's find who the child is, when he or she was born, and when he or she was slaughtered. It's a boy. His name is Nicholas Justin Emmett. He was born on March 10th.
So this is the thing that's very interesting to me. He's saying that his parents killed someone. As an autistic person, I've learned to reality check against magical thinking. Yeah, like, listen, let's real talk for a second. This is someone that very, it's the same way I feel about like Chris Chan, for instance. Early intervention is hyper key. Late intervention, it can help. I know a lot of people who have been diagnosed with specifically with ADHD or autism later in life. I myself was diagnosed with ADHD later in life, when I was like 25. Late intervention can work. It's just like, it's very clear that Brian is stuck in his delusional thinking, and it's very difficult for him to like break away from it. Are the kids he talks about real? Jury's kind of still out on that. Jury's kind of out on that, I'm being honest. It's fucking weird.
1993. Then he was slaughtered on September 21st, 2001, 10 days after 9/11.
No, not 9/11. No, he was slaughtered 10 days after 9/11. Never forget.
Was only 8 years old. Now, since I have no clear photo to calculate the actual height of the slaughtered child with, so as a matter of fact, and like I've said before, I will actually go there and use measuring tape to find the height of the child that was slaughtered. Also, I feel as if that's the real life alternative, but this is the only time that I will ever do it this way.
Hey, Bubonic with the 333.
Bubonic Tonic tipped $3.33. Not a lot,
thank you.
recovering financially from Comic-Con.
No, it's
But
fine.
in so afraid. Feed that so scared. It's so cold. Where are we? Who are you? What is happening? Boiled wine. Kid eating. 9/11?
Bubonic Tonic, thank you so much for the 333. And guys, never feel obligated to donate.
I
to
just bought a
tip, anything
Gundam.
like that. You mean you bought me a Gundam?
Not about myself a Gundam.
You mean you bought me a Gundam?
Am I gonna make it for you?
I mean, I'll make it for you.
All right.
Have you ever seen Brian's ass? He might not have one after a certain event. Yes, I will feed the dog. I will feed the dog. You're fine. Don't worry.
When I come back, I will subtract the average height of a child the same age by the height of the child that I discovered. And a bit of a rant for the reactionaries. It's gonna be long, and it's not me being petty.
It's gonna be a long 6-minute video.
The following contains graphic, bloody, and forensic evidence, observations, and additional comments that may or may not offend even the most insensitive people. And I do not intend to offend anyone. I am only showing evidence to prove that families literally ate their own children at their Christmas roast after slaughtering them for not believing in Christmas. For those who are still in denial, the evidence is technically not anecdotal because it's not based on personal testimony. It's based on theory. The roast game theory. Viewer
Game
discretion.
theory.
Thanks for watching. Okay, I want to point out, he's like, guys, it's not personal. Listen, I know I doxed my dad. I know the first place I go is my dad's mobile home. And I'm doxing the fuck out of him. But I swear to God, this is not a personal thing. That's insane. Yeah, Bones is a great show, guys. Oh my God. I love him. He's perfect. Oh my God, get to the point, Brian. Brian! So this is video of Brian measuring out the slaughtered child.
All right.
It's not really straight.
Oh, he's playing Frank Sinatra in the background.
Also, brother,
It's not really straight.
why your ass out? Is this legal? I mean, I don't know. Is this still his father's mobile home? I don't. Legal is a funny word for Brian.
Wait, did he see a bunch of stains on the floor and has jumped to roast game theory?
Greg, why'd you give the game away? Why'd you give the game away? He literally saw stains on the floor because you could see the carpet. You could see the carpet get brought up. These are just stains underneath the carpet. He saw stains on the floor. He's like, guys, I've cracked the case. They're eating children. I can't believe that they're eating children.
So about 67 inches. So the stain does not represent the height of the child.
I've looked at this 80-inch slaughter stain. Measured 87 inches of it and counted off 7 inches at the front because I've seen fecal matter and some bile. And I counted off 10 inches at the back because he bled a lot. How did you know this? How do you know this?
He did say it's forensic evidence.
How do you know this? You're such a fucking stupid idiot. Oh my god. He has such beautiful schizophrenia.
I wonder if his brother told him those bloodstains or he came to it himself.
Bro, what if... Okay. Legit. What if his brother has been playing a prank on him all these years?
No,
That
no.
crazy.
How funny would it be if his brother is his greatest op? Imagine spills juice a little. Oh no, a child was eaten here. Oh. So, okay. 80 inches minus 67 inches equals 13 inches plus 7 inches plus 10 inches equals 30 inches. Huh? Then where's the 110 come from? Why did you divide it by 2? Your math isn't mathing. Your math is based on nothing. What the fuck?
Your math is a math of someone who took the Da Vinci Code way too seriously.
Okay, but this is bad numerology. Anyways, Brian doesn't understand numerology. This is not numerology. This doesn't, because the math doesn't work, because at least numerology is based on where the math comes from, right? He just has arbitrary numbers.
I guess I don't know anything about numerology as well.
I thought you did, Brian Mullins. I can't believe you don't know anything about it.
No hablo inglés.
Oh my god. That's not how stains work. Yeah, he's like, guys, I measured the stains, I know it. You know, in forensic
How tall is
evidence.
55? How tall is 55 inches? 4'5"?
I
55
actually don't know.
inches to
Top of my head.
4.5 feet. Yeah.
He's 4.5 feet. Okay. Amazing. The size of definitely the size of a small child.
Woo! Well, I'm back. Now, since the child that I discovered was 55 inches tall, this tells me that he was 4.6 inches taller than the average 8-year-old boy when he was slaughtered, 10 days after 9/11. Finally, on the Christmas of 2001, he was defrosted, seasoned, oven roasted, and eaten as his family's Christmas roast. Not to be off topic here, but this mobile home seemed to be vandalized by swastikas spray painted by some random hillbillies. I'm not saying that they're alt-right or anything because that's what SJWs do. I'm not amongst their number at all. See,
What the fuck? Why is this such an aside?
I feel bad. I feel bad because he actively wants to fix the world, but the world he's trying to fix is like some crazy bizarro world that's only invented in his own head.
Why do you feel bad about him? Don't feel bad.
I just said that. I just gave you my reason. Did you not listen to what I said?
Don't feel bad.
How liberal is Bill Spadia?
It is
Well,
time.
I don't know how liberal Bill Spadia is.
What
we'll
the fuck was that?
We'll get there. There's a BitChute video that we gotta get to.
See, I went off topic there. but I found it interesting. You see, it's not far from the truth at all. Before I rant, I'm going to point a few things out. I actually went there, measured the actual slaughter stain, and found the height of the child. Then subtracted the average height of a child by the same age as the child that I discovered. I didn't just troll anyone, I was serious. After I left that mobile home, it was a really rough time getting back home, because at the time I recorded the evidence, it was windy as fuck and there were gusts of wind at 60 miles an hour. Now,
what does that have to do with anything, Brian?
Yeah.
Brian?
That's crazy.
What?
So all this exists in his own like universe in his own head, right?
Yeah.
Which means he's the reason the roast game started. He killed all those children, and he fed all those children in his own brain to those families for Christmas. For not
Greg,
believing in
you're
Christmas.
right. Greg, you're absolutely right. Brian Mullins is a cannibal. The only way the roast games exist is through Brian Mullins. So, he is? It's Memento. Guys.
He's a
That's not what
cannibal of the
happened.
mind.
He's putting together his cases. Brian Mullins killed all of these children, and he's putting it back together. He's figuring it out. He's doing it. Also, this is not Henry Dubois, because this is clearly this is like old. Brian Mullins is Scarlet Reaper's alt. True Detective
No.
Season 5. He is the roast games. Jesus Christ. There's so much more on this dude too. That's what's like, insane. Like there's so much. I hate it.
oh, here's the rant. Since I have shown real-life empirical evidence, there's absolutely no fucking reason to deny the fact that families literally ate their own children as their Christmas.
Guess, Greg?
You showed length in empirical measurement. That's not empirical proof.
No, what do you mean? He showed all the proof you need, Greg.
No, you showed all the inches.
He showed the inches. Val, would you please say it's for comedy, right? You can't just call someone a cannibal murderer.
A cannibal murderer of fake children?
Yeah, fake children? What is he gonna do? Sue me for fake child murder? Prove there's real children. Please prove there's... Say alleged children.
Roast after slaughtering them for not believing in Christmas. A fact is 1, a thing that is known or proved to be true. 2, a piece of information used as evidence or as
How
part of a report or
he's
news
gonna
article. Or
fake
3,
sue
used-
you for fake defamation. That's so true. This motherfucker would never get near a judge. Are the fake dead children in the room with us? Chat, you guys are killing me today, guys. You guys are doing great.
and discussing the significance of something that is the case. A theory, according to Merriam-Webster, is a plausible or scientifically acceptable general principle or body of principles offered to explain...
Yes, but brother, you have... It has to be repeatable! It's never been repeatable!
You know, the roast theory, the roast game theory is a theory in the sense that conspiracy theory is a theory. They're not really theories. You just put the word theory in it, and people have to give some sort of credence to it because we give theories credence because they have to be replicatable. But that's not really what it is. That's just your catch-all for anything. You should just call it the roast games.
Okay, hold up. The roast game urban dictionary. There's no way.
Isn't the roast games like when you do like yo mama so fat jokes to one another?
There's a roast game thing. Oh my god, there is one.
Hmm?
And it's the same person updating it year after year.
That's kind of crazy. That's kind of weird.
That's okay. So how old is this video? 6 years ago? There's no. It's him. Wait, it is him. It's BM.
He was born in '99.
Wait, he put it
There's a
He put it in the Urban
in
Dictionary.
the Urban Dictionary.
It's Brian Mullins.
And he was why is it 99?
There's 10 upvotes and 16 downvotes.
Damn.
This means it's real, you guys.
I ran away from my
Guys,
fucking
Bowel
computer.
Movement 99 posted it. That means it's real.
This motherfucker has been doing it for forever. Oh, I love you, Brian. Never change. I love him. The expanded. Okay. The fact that families literally ate. Yes, because he uses literally ate their own children as the Christmas roast after slaughtering them for not believing in Christmas from 1998 to the summer of 2017. How? How did you know that, Brian?
1990?
They did this for like 20 years.
Brian,
We
how
didn't
did you
about
know
it for 20
that?
years.
How, Brian? The roast game is pretty simple. First, ask any family member, what is special about the holiday roast? The family member would have the tendency to guess assumptively ham, turkey, beef. You say no. The family member. We say no to the family member. Then you ask them, who or what do you think is special? The family member says, I believe that children are special. You respond, so you eat children for a Christmas roast? The family member would freak out at you because he knew that the family ate children and he was surprised that you knew it too.
What?
This dude is so fucking schizophrenic. He's a schizo. He's such a fucking schizo.
You think he has a family member this? And then this is his proof?
That's what he did. He's a schizophrenic. Oh, I love him. He will know.
Oh my god.
Do you know about the Wattpad story Brian made? So we have a couple of his stories. We may get to reading them tonight. Oh, I love him. Oh, I love him. I love him so much. Let's see. The whole point of the game is to get your point across, which is the idea that the family eats children as their Christmas roast, and you interview them and prove your common knowing and realizing that the idea or tradition that families have. If they freak out, they already admitted it. Asides, not a real word, by the way, it's easily provable by the fact that the roast game itself is easy proof that families were eating their own children after slaughtering them. After they slaughter them, they did this process where they skinned the children, take out their fecal matter.
They treat him like a fucking strip.
What the fuck is happening?
Just fucking like just squeeze it out. Like,
Brian Mullins, the fox will never change. If you're over 40, this game is fucking. I'm sorry. I fucking goddamn it. Oh fuck me. Take out any fecal matter or anything inedible to humans. Slice the right meat parts off the roast meat. Debacterialize the meat. Season it. Then cook it. After cooking it, they eat the children. Yeah, that's typically what happens after you cook meat, dummy. Lyndon for the $1.99.
I don't remember that part in a modest proposal.
Bruh, what's happening? They eat the children.
madness.
That is my proof, which is it's the logical explanation of the truth that is found the roast games, which to be honest is absolutely mind-blowing. Is okay, so roast games theory, he just redoes it. A catalog of series, and then he fucking
He links all of his
He
stuff.
links his videos. What do you mean? He links his videos in the fucking Urban Dictionary thing. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way he did this. Okay. Children smell like a dead pig? Why do you know this? Why does he know that children smell like dead pigs?
We are.
And then there's Canadian roast games. The Easter roast games. Even though because they ate their, but remember guys, on Easter they ate dogs though. They didn't eat kids like the regular Christmas roast games, because Easter isn't that fancy, so you eat the dog. Eat the family dog.
I feel like he doesn't understand what the Urban Dictionary is for.
Wait, get the Easter roast games mug. And then the Ethiopian roast games, but this is not him.
That's him though.
No, it's not.
That's him. Read it.
The Gallagher is not him.
Read it.
The fact that Ethiopian families literally ate their own children for Christmas roast games. This is similar to the American roast games, but with an Ethiopian. No, I don't think this is him.
That's absolutely gotta be him.
No, it's people finding out about it. This happened literally last year. It's not him. I'm telling you.
Okay, follow the Gallagher. Let's see what the Gallagher does.
Is his only post the roast games?
Doesn't listen.
The Canadian roasts.
What the fuck is happening? It's what
Fortnite year.
Okay. Statistical data theft. It's when a statistician, journalist, article writer, or anyone steals statistics from a different country and uses it as a substitute, as if it came from their own country when it originally didn't. I read an article, I found a lot of statistical data theft that riddles and renders it pointless. Oh no! What is happening? A Fortnite year. Okay. Wait, he has more. The at the end of the day fallacy. A type of fallacy that only apologists use to dismiss the action of reevaluating their position to re-verify that they only dismiss said statement or argument as a fallacy, false or correct. First off, you're assuming that family will say the children. Not all Christian families will say that, and each individual member may have a different answer. Second, you assume Christian families do that, but you have yet to back it up. The reaction is not the proof. They could be shocked for very many reasons, as in they may be shocked that you think that's something so incorrect. Even so, most families will look at you weirdly, or laugh, or say no. At the end of the day, you have no proof. You have not justified your BOP vote con. A not so famous example of the at the end of the day fallacy. Thank you, Brian Mullins. I want to thank you so much, Brian.
People
Now, chat, we have one of Brian's favorite videos from BitChute. So we're going to react to it live. I haven't seen this video yet. This is, for everybody that knows, the truth about child predators and how to get rid of them. Long form content. This is 47 minutes. We probably won't get through all of it.
Hello everybody,
Oh my God,
I am
why is it so
Brian Mullins, the
fucking
Fox,
loud?
ready to prepare you with what's to come. So, this will be a long commentary where I do research on a topic I've never touched upon before. This will definitely be separated into chapters. Let's get to the chapters. Number 1, Introduction,
You know
which
what
we're
Kairos?
already in.
You know
Chapter
why?
2, How Desensitization is the Cure. Chapter 3, The Problem with the Bullet as a Supposed Cure. Chapter 4, The Difference Between Pedophilia and Crimes Against Children. Number 5,
What do you mean the difference between pedophilia and crimes against children? What?
Unless he
Fauci.
mean
What?
Remember, he does not think drawn CP is.
It has to be acted out. This is him saying that it has to be acted out.
Yes.
This is why it got
Lose
taken
my
down.
fucking mind. What?
Is that why this gets taken down?
I think so. There's no fucking shot.
5, The Truth
So
About
he
Parenting
doesn't
when it comes to protection
view-
against predators.
People who consume drawn CP pedophiles.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Chapter 6, Banning child porn makes it more lethal and dangerous.
What?
Can we roll that back a
What
second? What
is
did
ban-
he
what
say?
the fuck did you just say? You stupid fuck!
Chapter 6,
What-
Banning child
what
porn
did-
makes it more lethal and dangerous. Chapter 7,
Oh my
What?
god!
I'm losing my fucking
We're
mind.
we're fucked, chat. Is there no fucking captions? Nope. Okay.
These people can vote.
CP's already illegal. What do you mean? What do you mean it's dangerous to make it illegal?
Legalizing all porn is the one solution that renders pedo hunters and even parents useless. Chapter 8, Why arguing that
How are those Mars colonies? I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Sigh, I don't know, friend. He doesn't think that porn contains any actual sex. Like, no one is fucking in porn. He's stupid as fuck. If you don't get that, then the rest makes less sense. That's even stupider.
Oh, because
Four
porn
Cups, that's-
actors, they're not really actors. They're not. They're
Four
not
Cups, that's
really-
even stupider.
Because they're actors, they're not.
Is he
really-
saying the children are...
I don't want to talk about this. This is getting too much for me, man.
This is the Dan's Burst argument. This is the Dan's Burst argument. Like I said, if Dan's Burst was a troll, this is who he got it from.
That renders pedo hunters and even parents useless. Chapter 8, why arguing that we should kill all pedos is harmful and futile. Chapter 9, rant segment. And finally, Chapter 10, finale.
Okay. This is literally pedophiles giving yeah, Sai said it before I said it. This is literally pedophiles giving pedophiles the same argument. This is insane.
/ conclusion. Now, let me explain to you how desensitization in only this specific context is a good thing and the cure to all things pedo and predator. I'm anti-pedo, and I am disappointed in the generic-ass response to how they see pedos and predators. They would rather idolize a murderer than ever for the life of themselves let a pedophile / predator jerk it to less harmful CP, get desensitized to it themselves.
Who's they?
Wine moms.
Are they in the room with us right now?
So, Brian fucking Mullins the Fox is advocating for legal CP so the predators, so pedophiles can get it out. Brian Mullins the Fox just want them to just get their nut on and it's fine.
Mm.
I'm gonna need some microwaved wine in a minute.
I'm honestly with you. I don't have alcohol in my home. I don't really carry it.
Fake Italian.
I already took an edible.
I don't like typically carry. I have alcohol in my home. I just don't usually drink. I don't drink much. I like cocktails, and I like going to cocktail bars.
Themselves to where even they don't hurt
Mr.
children or even
Fancy.
want to come near children and find
This is the BitChute video MCID.
themselves more comfortable with getting help, therapy, and a great assurance that they will never need.
Okay, that is literally okay. That is a literal logical fallacy. Because if a pedophile has the ability to access porn, is the ability to access child porn, there is no reason for them to get help because it's legal for them to access it. It's not by making... Okay.
Yeah, in this instance, he's legalized the crime.
One of the reasons
In the
that...
scenario.
One of the reasons that laws exist is to set up what is socially acceptable and what's socially not acceptable. Why do we not steal? Why do we not murder? Because it's not socially acceptable. If by his logic you make CP legal, you then are saying that being a pedophile is socially acceptable. That the line of logic, the math ain't mathin'. His numerology is fucking wrong. This dude is insane. He's actually fucking insane. Remember, this is the same guy who advocates for literal child murder. Literal child murder this fucker advocates for.
Need to do any of that either ever again or never once in the first place. The truth is, it was never about getting rid of pedophiles and predators. It's about how to prevent them from being monsters to begin with and how to properly treat them, so it's more useful than just therapy alone. It's about parents being responsible enough on not just how to raise them, but not to be such lazy deadbeats, having to rely on police and government to do the rest.
Wait, okay. Okay. So what Brian is trying to say is that it is the parent's responsibility to stop their child who is a pedophile. Now, what he's saying has weight to it. Very famously, the Duggar family. If you guys don't know who the Duggar family was, it was like a TLC family. Dad was like a failed politician.
19 and counting.
Yeah, 19 and counting. And the oldest child, the oldest Duggar, was sexually abusing his younger sisters for years. And they would literally send him to church re-education camps. Yeah, Josh Duggar. Fucking, I guess shout out to Illuminati because I fucking watched that video. That's how I found out who the fuck she was. fucking rest in shit. Yeah, they would literally send him to a wellness ranch. He would come back and then do it again to his siblings. And then, lo and behold, he had fucking child porn, a metric fuck ton on his computer because it didn't work. Because, fun fact, nobody stepped in and everybody fucking failed him time and time again. So I understand.
Failed the daughters.
Yes. Failed him and failed the daughters. They failed everybody. Because he was, at the end of the day, they failed. Everybody was failed. Because those kids grew up in an environment where they were their only friends. So this kid fucking sexually explores with his fucking fucking siblings. Like this is the problem. Yeah, the families also blamed the daughters. That was the other thing too. You cannot pray the pedo away is exactly what it is. The reality is just like, it's literally insane. And it's one of those things where it's like, I understand where Brian is trying to get from, but he's completely misunderstanding that if you're a parent, let's say you're a parent and you know that your child has these proclivities, or you know that, for instance, you have a child who has explosive, impulse control, oppositional defiant disorder, like things like that. Therapy is the first line of defense. Getting them an IEP, working through things. For your other kids, if you know your kid's a pedophile, you don't hide them per se, but you keep them away. You do a bunch of different things. You work on that. It's embarrassing, but like, what the fuck can you do? Like, you can't really fucking do anything. Here's the thing, like, what can a child tell their parent they get off the children? Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, people find out when it's far too late. From any metric I've seen, isn't it incest? Was it not pedophilia with siblings? Gecko, he did both. It's obviously was incest because they were the only people around, but he had child porn later on his computer. But like, this is the issue. It's like he's missing the core problem. And that's the problem. Like, he says like something kind of right, that parents need to take responsibility for their kids, but then he embarrassingly just goes down along the lines. What's more, yeah.
For them. It's not about stigmatizing mental illness like everyone on the internet really seems to do or want to do. And to be honest, I am part of the problem. And you wonder why people are starting to say that pedophilia isn't a fetish. And you wonder why people are gradually considering that pedophilia isn't a mental illness. Because they want to run away from emotion. They want to run away from being responsible enough parents and influences on children and society.
The pedophilia is a paraphilia. It's an unhelpful and self-destructive sexual desire. Yeah. Because children can't consent. When the argument comes, pedophilia is not a fetish, and pedophilia is not a mental health condition, it comes from the fact that it comes from the map shit. It often comes from, oh, we just want a self-acceptance so we can get help, or I'm a non-offending pedophile. Like, I don't. What he's misunderstanding is like, yes, it's a paraphilia. It's typically a mental disorder of some kind because there's something hardwired in your brain that tells you to like the thing you shouldn't fucking like. But that's not the problem. And yes, he did also say he's part of the problem. I heard that.
Still criminal too.
Yeah, it's still criminal. You still like, again, I've said this before. I'm not advocating for asylums to come back. Need to be very, very, I need to highlight that for a second because I'm going to say that right now. But there are ways for therapeutic communities to exist that would look, quote unquote, like an asylum, but is really just a helpful environment. I discussed it in substance use. There are TCs. where people will go and they'll go away, they go for substance use treatment, and they actually work on the grounds. They do things. They get like work vouchers and things like that, so they can like go in certain places, like, and work in certain environments like that. It's helpful. They're reacclimating to society in a way without drugs and alcohol. That can exist for people like this. They're just, the money isn't there. Money isn't there. And yes, asylums were bad for a very variety of reasons, but inpatient facilities like that can be very useful, run by the correct people. It's why a lot of people sometimes with like autistic individuals, like those with physical disabilities and things like that, who are like lower functioning on the spectrum, as one may say, like a bunch of families like pull together, get money, and hire like live-in aides and things like that for them. Yeah. The support for them is never at that extent. That's part of the issue. Oh, you found the asylum answer question? Yeah, based.
Altogether, they want to run the fuck away from being the reason why pedophiles shouldn't be near your children. Desensitization is the cure, because not all sexual predators are child predators, but those that are don't need to be
Wait, what? Whoa, I need to listen to
not all
this.
sexual predators are child predators, but those that are don't need to be exploited by the government, law enforcement, or even predator hunters in general by giving them what they want, by baiting them to pretend that they can come near children, or
He's talking about pedo catchers.
Yes. What? How? How are we the fucking pedo hunter shit?
Yeah, how are pedo hunters worse than pedophiles?
Listen, I hate that shit too. I don't like pedo hunter shit. I think it's really disgusting. I've openly said this. I think it's a bad standard. But what are you talking about by desensitization? Because you then talked about desensitization for other sexual proclivities. You know that there are sexual predators who fucking like to murder and rape kids, right? Right? You want them to watch that? Do you think
But not all predators, Salji, that's what you're saying.
But that doesn't make any sense. Why would they just stop at one thing? What? So fucking he can't get his things off? You either... I don't... What is happening? You just become more apathetic. Which are better, psychiatric hospitals or asylums? Psychiatric hospitals, 110%. If you look at asylums, typically they would literally just lock patients away. That was the problem. Yeah, did he forget what a serial offender was?
I was told about like a film that was about like documenting kind of like asylums. I think it's called Tit Cut Foley's, and apparently it's very disturbing. And it shows like a lot of the real stuff that happens with people in asylums.
Maybe, I've kind of considered getting a kick to do like movie things. Maybe we'll do that. Maybe we'll watch. Maybe we'll watch like Tit Cut Foley's.
Oh, I would have to see if I can get that. I think you have to get like a school sort of like library thing for it. I have to see.
Yeah, we can find it. I think that'd be really interesting. Not all blank is the straw man 2 that's commonly used. Yeah. It doesn't really make anything. And again, yes, serial offenders, like recidivism rates, like it doesn't like. This guy's he's so far out of his fucking depth.
Minors, or young adults pretending to be minors or children, only for them to know that the more porn they watch, the more desensitized they are. And the more desensitized they are, it's dramatically less and less likely that they need to even exploit or hurt actual children.
No! You stupid fuck! Yeah. He's justifying pedophilia. We'll get there for a second. You stupid fuck. Brian Mullins, I don't know if you ever get to watch this, but I'm going to tell you this right now to your face. You are a stupid fuck. You don't know anything. This is why you can't fucking finish shit. You motherfucker. That's not how desensitization works. Desensitization, you have to up the ante, motherfucker. They've literally done studies on this. It's the fucking Bobo doll shit. They did this with kids. So kids, when they were angry, would hit the Bobo doll. Bobo doll is like something that just like goes up and down and shit like that. And what they saw is that when you hit things out of anger and you have poor impulse control, you will go to hit things because you are desensitized and conditioned to do that thing. That's not
how he treats Brian Mullins, the fox. The disrespect
Fuck
for
you, Brian. Listen,
Brian Mullen, the Fox's ideals, the true ideals.
the
of
slop father
the
has
woke
spoken.
Libertarian.
The slop father has spoken. Like, that's not how this works. You literally, like, you do not understand. First of all, this is how you know this motherfucker's schizophrenic. I love people who will just be like, I know this thing is real, I swear to God it's real. Proof? I made it the fuck up. No ever fucking proof. Ever.
I always go, when someone tells me it's conspiracy and tries to sell it to me.
This avatar is not a fox, it's a sleep paralysis demon. It's just like, this isn't an source crack pipe is indeed true. No, this is what happens when you microwave wine. Guys, he's been
black mold.
This
wine.
motherfucker has been fuck the wine. He's microwaving absinthe and he's fucking
Oh, he needs to do that video. That would be fire.
He is tripping. He is fucking microwaving absinthe? Or is the proof anecdotal?
/minors to get the same satisfaction that's disgusting and depraved that jacking off to CP gave them, or would give to anybody in the first place. What if I told you that the government sexually exploits far more children than a child predator ever could? We rely on the government to do the rest of our job for them when it comes to protecting our children from these very predators. How come it's only a bad thing that predators exploit children, but not bad when the government or law enforcement, you know, the ones we trust to protect and serve, exploit children themselves? How come it's only a bad thing when predators do it, but also not when...
When did this happen? Proof?
I mean,
it's the deep state child. It's the deep state child
don't Google
prostitution.
CIA South America.
Oh, you're talking about he's talking about the roast game theory here.
That or the child predator ring from the deep state.
Oh, the adrenochrome one.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm
but
Pizzagate crossover. It's always been connected.
Parents do it. How come we only care to weaponize stigmatization and child porn being illegal against those who consume it, pedophiles and predators, but no one the fuck else, even children /minors themselves, even if it means the fake ass porn not even hurting them? Because if and when we humanize pedophiles /predators, we understand what their problem is. And
did you just say the children don't have a problem being in porn?
I
need to listen to that again.
That, or
that means the fake ass porn not even hurt else, being illegal against those who consume it, pedophiles and predators, but no one the fuck else, even children /minors themselves, even if it means the fake ass porn not even hurting them. Because
okay, so he says the fake ass porn isn't hurting them.
Yeah, but but he's saying that the child porn needs to be real. Yeah, he did. Yeah. I don't know, chat. Seems like someone's done research. A lot of it. Someone's done hands-on research.
Oh,
don't
might
say
be
that.
A step far. Might be a step far.
even when we humanize.
Falgi, I just realized that his roast game stopped because he started. I just realized he thinks the roast game stopped because he started investigating. Oh, that's hilarious.
Pedophiles /predators, we understand what their problem is in a more humane way. Because if we desensitize and destigmatize humans with a fetish, and a fetish of that with a self-contradictory desire, we can treat it in a much easier, non-abusive way. These monsters are no less human than you and me. They're not even any.
But you just advocated. Wait. But you just advocated to kill children because they'll be pedophiles. I don't understand. Wait, that makes no sense.
You know what, though?
Checkmate, Wokey. You'll never understand the mind of Brian Mullins the Fox.
I think everything in his universe inside of his own cranial cortex would fit if the roast game theory only affected these child predators that he hates. If the government roast gamed only the child predators that he specifically hates, then everything would be fine, right?
I don't know what's happening. Which did he make first? This or the child genocide video? This. But again, the problem is that Brian also sets up videos years in advance.
Yeah.
He literally has a video premiering, I think, July 1st of 2026.
That's psychotic. Like, what does he do for a living?
Let me go to his channel real quick. I can actually find it. Is this Brian follows?
Disability? I don't know.
Old videos, line, creepy fox, main channel.
I finished a drawing.
So if we go to main channel videos, Let's see. Oldest. Let's see. Premiering videos. Where are the premieres? Notify me 10/12/25. Why math is hard. 10/11/25. Canadian-born roast games only. 10/5/25. He has so many premieres. Yeah, here we go. 1/1/26, 8th annual lineup, second to last one ever. Wait, what does that mean?
11/26/26 and 1/1/27.
Wait, does that mean
Part
he's wait? He said second to last one ever. Does that mean he's ending content creation in 2027?
No, that's 5. That's still 5 of 6. 5 of 6. So they're just out of. He might have set the premieres out of order.
No. That's not what I'm saying. He said second to last one ever. Does that mean that he's setting up the end of his YouTube career?
No. Look, that's second to last one ever.
Wait,
to the left
what the fuck? 11/26/26.
That's what I'm saying. And to the left of that, look to the left of that.
1/1/27.
But look, read it. Part 5 of 6, which means there's another one after that one.
What is happening? Yes, so many videos.
And then look over there, the 9/4/26.
He hates Christmas. This motherfucker hates Christmas. He hates Christmas so fucking much. Holy shit. Oh, let's get back to it. This was updated This was uploaded a year ago.
Less human than we are as a society. We would get rid of these pedo rings / predator circles without having to rely on the FBI, CIA, or law enforcement to bust them down. Porn in general has an inverse effect when it comes to rape rates in general. So it's not just in this sort of sector of porn. It's any rape rates in general. So it's not just in this general has an.
Consider together the available data about porn consumption and rape rates in the U.S. seems to rule out a casual relationship.
What is this from?
I would love to know. With respect to porn availability causing an increase in instances of rape. One could argue that the available research, self-reported, and official statistics might provide evidence of the reverse effect. The increasing availability of pornography appears to be associated with the decline of rape. Whatever the explanation is...
What is this?
What is
the
this
context
from?
of this?
You need to watch the Rudolph the Cannibal video. I know. We're gonna get there.
What if this is from his other Urban Dictionary post?
I don't know. This is insane. Okay, because it's just saying causation isn't. Yeah, it doesn't. They're not correlated. No, what it's saying is that they're not correlated, but there's not enough research to say that that there may be potential correlation to the decline. It doesn't make sense. That's not what it's saying.
Whatever the explanation.
This is a motherfucker that goes to the fucking abstract conclusion of each study. I hate you.
Inverse effect when it comes to rape rates in general.
You
so
don't
it's not
know
just
that.
In this sort of
what it's saying is that the jury's still out on it.
Sector of porn.
Also,
it's
we don't know what that
is.
is.
If we would decriminalize.
Yeah, let me see if in the description he puts any of his fucking. Oh wait, he does. And his own DeviantArt.
Good job. And AI art generated through Night Cafe.
Where is this First Amendment protection against children and sexual exploitation, child pornography laws, Science Direct article. The pleasure is moment. Okay, yeah, accept. Pleasure is momentary. The expense damnable. The influence of pornography on rape. Do I have to read this whole fucking thing? How long is this? Pretty long. When was this study done? That's what I'd like to know.
2009.
So 2009. So this study hasn't been updated in 10 years.
More than 10 years. 15 years. 16
Well,
years.
no. Yeah. Oh, hi, Lio. I don't like Brian. Brian pisses me off. Brian is wrong about everything. Why is he wrong about everything? Why? Okay. The effects of pornography. Okay, the abstract effects of pornography, whether violent or non-violent, on sexual aggression, have been debated for decades. The current review examines evidence about the influence of pornography on sexual aggression in correlation to experimental studies and in real-world crime, violent data. Evidence for a causal relationship between exposure to pornography and sexual aggression is slim and may at certain times have been exaggerated by politicians, peer pressure groups, and some scientists. Some of the debate has focused on violent pornography, but evidence of any negative effects is inconsistent, and violent pornography is comparably rare in the real world. Victimization of rapes in the U.S. demonstrate an inverse relationship between pornography consumption and rape rates. Data from other nations have suggested similar results, although the data cannot be used to determine if pornography has a cathartic effect on rape behavior combined with the weak evidence in support of a negative... Yeah, it fucking says that it can't do that! It's a... He says that... The study says it can't do that!
Well,
This...
We've already gone to the story? Oh.
I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this.
Sorry,
I hate this.
I
I
got
hate this. I hate
popcorn.
this. I hate this. I hate this. The study says it can't do that because there's not enough fucking evidence. Again, this is the video games causes violence thing. You know.
Which is lame and gay.
Which is lame and gay. But again, holy fuck.
Is all porn, including CP. and
The
not the
study literally says, don't cite me, bro. Yeah, you always gotta love when they cite something that contradicts their own claim. That's exactly correct.
dangerous type of it, the predators and pedophiles wouldn't feel like they're taking a risk or making a business out of it illegally, and hence they would be less likely to want to come near your children in general. Prohibition of anything, let alone this kind of shitty material, doesn't work because it only makes people want to do it more, and they would even need to create these rings because of it. Prohibition of alcohol created the mafias of the 20th century. The gradual prohibition of child porn created more and more of these rings of absolute monsters since
No. That's not how that works. That's not the same thing. You can't equate those two things together. Chat, you can't see me. But my hands hurt. And I'm fucking tired.
Why your hands hurt?
Gunpla.
No. Because my fists are balled so tight. He makes
Not
no
your
sense.
feasties.
He makes no fucking sense. I'm annoyed.
1977, and they want more of this because it's the only reason they would have any use for any lazy parent at all. Predator hunters practically use themselves as a self-suppository against this very idea. What's the point of being
Lio Convoy with the $4.99. Thanks, Lio.
Video games cause kids to be more violent? Then why do they keep losing fights against me?
Lio, you ran from the how many kids you can fight question. I don't think that you should be doing that right now. I don't know, buddy. You ran. Don't make me get the fish in here. I'll summon the fish. I'll summon. You really want to do this? I will summon the fish, bud. I don't know if that's something you want to say out loud. Remember what Fishy said. He's always watching.
Thank you for the tip.
But yes, let's be chill.
Do we want another goal?
Oh yes, we have another goal.
Thank you for reaching our goal.
Thank you for reaching my goal. Oh boy.
I'll bank the treat for next stream.
We bank the treats for next time, chat. Feed the dog ×2. I hate Brian Mullins, man. But yeah. Joking aside, this is such a weird thing because I don't understand what's happening. Like, what is happening?
a predator hunter when even trying to get rid of them seems more predatory? Going after a predator and ruining their life is no less predatory than a predator molesting a child/minor. The problem isn't that if we desensitize ourselves to this porn and legalize it all, that it would make themselves more dangerous. If anything, the opposite is true. Now, it's that the more they're desensitized to non-dangerous CP, the type of porn that isn't dangerous, and the type of porn that's fake, the less likely we...
Non-dangerous? Are you going to be the arbiter of what constitutes dangerous and non-dangerous CP?
Are you...
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
What are you saying? What are you saying? What do you mean non-dangerous CP? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Brian. See, this is why Brian will never do an interview with anybody. Because he's too much of a pussy. Brian will always be a pussy. He's not good at anything. He's not even good at a YouTube career. He's a sad, pathetic little man. Do you want to know why I know Brian is such a sad, sad, pathetic little man? Because I have a video of Brian being a sad, sad, pathetic little man.
And microwaving wine.
No. Where is it? That's the real life Ghost Games thing. Okay. Where is... nope. I have so many fucking videos, chat. Where is the video I am looking for? So, chat. Would you like to know why he's a sad, sad, pathetic little Tam? Lio, I don't know where that video is, but yes, I have heard that. I've literally heard that. So for those who don't know, Brian Mullins believes that the best way to teach children about sex and where they come from is to show them exactly where they come from. The act and all.
It's fucking nuts. You know, trauma helps the sex go down.
Don't say nuts when talking about sex.
Again, that is what he fucking believes. You can get it for me. I'm fine, Lyle. You can send it over, bud.
Can you press 0 on your numpad, keypad, whatever?
I am.
Thank you.
I am so fucking done right now. I am so fucking goddamn done with this 3-year-old dysfunctional, partially unhinged laptop. Again, I've shown you this. Let me look at it closer. Look at this. This is the hinge right now. This is the hinge right now. I've had this for 3 years. What a fucking shitty design for a laptop, honestly.
You're the one who did this.
Yeah, because you have like the little rage moment. You have your little rage fucking moments.
That's only
what a
3
shitty
years
design
old.
for this old PC to have a touchscreen, constantly open it and close it like I do with any computer every single fucking day when I'm done with it or when I get back to it.
Do you slam it shut?
Does he abuse his laptops like Neil Breen?
Oh, we should do a Neil Breen day. We should really do a Neil Breen movie day.
I need to watch them. They're on my list.
Oh, we've watched a couple.
They're great with friends.
Yeah, we watched 1 or 2 with in Diesel's Discord a long time ago. We should do a kick stream with them.
This Horizon Blue HP Pavilion did not even crash even once.
Okay.
Not even once. So this is the second time that it has failed to update or install updates.
Yeah, maybe
from May of
because it's a shitty PC. Yes, Neil Breen is perfect to watch with a room of drunk people. We should all get drunk and watch Neil Breen together.
2020, from November of 2020 and May of 2021. It has installed other updates that are insignificant, like the anti-malware, antivirus, but that has literally no value to this computer. That adds literally no value to this fucking already dysfunctional, crusty, dusty-ass touchscreen disaster.
This motherfucker don't clean his computer.
Fingerprints too.
Yeah.
Laptop. I'm going to have so much fun when no one's around, destroying my old dysfunctional.
What do you mean you're gonna have fun when no one's around? What do you mean by that? What do you mean you're gonna have fun when nobody's around, Brian? Huh? He's already doxed himself more than once.
No PC. I've had this kept in a box in my laundry room for over a year and like 2, 3.
Also, why are you doxing your Discord?
There's so few Discord servers in here, and so many of them are furry. Like it's a paw pad. One of them has a fedora. Those are dog ears of some sort. That thing has a tail.
How does
I
it
don't
feel?
like this. What is in the top? Why is there a child in the top right?
Why is there a child in the top right? There's a no fucking. I can't. I don't care about his fucking face. We've seen his face already. It's a video pop out. I don't fucking care.
3 months. And that's why my morning didn't start out right. I only got
it's
between
drawing a
nearly,
child. That's
nearly
great.
6
I'm
hours
glad.
of sleep to almost 6 hours of sleep. There you go.
Look. Those little rage moments, chat. Oh no, he's gonna break it.
How? With a what?
Hey, Blue Yokai for 2
Blue
months.
Yokai became a member. Blue Yokai celebrates 2 months of membership. No one ruins a laptop like Memorial Day. Tommy Wiseau.
That's real. Look, guys! He has to break the laptop apart. Guys, look!
I was
Also,
expecting like smashing or throwing or sledgehammer or something, but this is just I have a wrench.
Look at this fucking room. There's so much going on here.
This is a big room. I
What
wish I
is
had a room this big.
happening? What is happening?
This is a bachelor pad.
Well, he broke the screen.
I'm about to take out the trash shortly, but there's one thing I'd like to do.
What's he gonna do, chat?
The doors?
What's
Is
he
he
gonna
watching
do?
the doors?
Look!
Well,
He's
how do you have
breaking
two
the
camera
computer!
Hold on. Go back.
Yeah, he has 2
Did he have a
cameras.
second?
He
He
does.
has two angles on this.
He has 2 angles.
How did he have 2 angles? Why did...
Greg, why are you doubting Brian Mullins the Fox?
I didn't know he was so artistic.
He's so artistic. What do you mean? We still haven't finished his weird pro CP video. Also, I want to point out, he literally took it apart to break it. If he was a real man, he would have just broke it. Like, am I crazy? Why do you take it apart to just break it again? Hey, Ula, thank you so much for becoming a camera operator. Thank you.
Thank you.
Allah became a member.
If you guys want to become a member today, all you got to do is just click the little $1 do thing. If you want to reach the goals, you know what it is. We bank treats here. The dog will get treats later. But yeah, thank you guys so much. We do this for you guys. And if you haven't already, like the stream, subscribe. We are how many people? How close are we now? I don't even know how close we are now.
I think
Like
still
40?
40. Yeah.
Yeah, we're still about 40.
40 away from 1,000. And then you can all be our 1,000 sons. Gender neutral term.
And then we announce a special announcement at 1,000.
Woo! This one's a piece of shit laptop.
Woo! Look at that rage. Look at the rage. Look at the rage. But yeah, again,
That stuffed bear. Or dog.
it's a dog. It's always a dog. But again, that's who Brian is. He has his little rage moments, and then he goes back to, being the freak that he always was.
We would need to worry about protecting our own children, or at least how it's treated, in this case for which the actual problem is not that consuming CP at all makes you an automatic threat to children. It's what you've done in your criminal past towards children that do. Because the truth is, it's addiction to more and more dangerous forms of child porn that's the problem. Not that they have any CP at all, even the type that's not dangerous and won't hurt children. The more they are kept away.
Hold on. So having it
Yeah.
having
Yeah.
it means that you're not a danger to children unless you have a criminal past. But isn't owning that illegal? And wouldn't that be criminal? And it would
Yep.
be included in a criminal past? Brian Mullins, answer me.
Brian Mullins, answer.
Or always just existing outside of the past.
You fucking asshole. Get this guy in call with Scarlett. Listen, I need my
They'd be best
CP
friends.
defenders I need to put them in a fucking rocket.
They'd be too powerful together.
Oh my
They'd be
God.
they'd start their own Game Grumps. It'd be crazy.
What do you think the CP defenders would call their own Game Grumps channel?
Groom Grumps.
No, not
Yeah.
Groom Grumps. No. I hate it all.
Away from the most dangerous part of it, the more that kids can keep their innocence and keep predators at bay, because parents at that point have given themselves a better opportunity to raise kids, not to be compliant, not to be obedient, but to make mistakes so that they don't.
I'm sorry. He's a fucking predator. He's a fucking pedophile. I don't even care to fucking say it anymore. He knows way too much about how parents should be giving their adult or minor children CP so they're able to be fucking normal in society. I don't care. Come after me, Brian. You fucking won't. Because you're too fucking pussy to do it.
Don't have to even remotely worry about making them again. And other people who are anti-pedo in general that would ever have to boil this shit down only to make non-arguments against the legalization of all porn means that when parents get lazier and lazier and this kind of porn remains somehow illegal, even when consenting minors don't matter, pedophile ring.
Advertisement. I like that he calls it anti-pedophile, as if that's a stance.
No,
like,
no.
That's a different stance. Like
chat.
There's
No. Sai picked up on that. Let's all hear it again. Hold on.
And this kind of porn remains somehow illegal, even when consenting minors don't matter. Pedophile.
Scarlet Reaper and Dan's Burst are calling.
like a trilogy.
This
It's a
is
trinity.
This is why I said, if Dan's Burst was a troll, this would have been who he got everything from. Look at this video right here. Is where I kind of like, again, I don't believe Dan's Burst was a troll. If he was, he fucked his own life up for it. But this is kind of how you feel it. Yeah, Dan's Burst wasn't a troll, but he has the accidental comic timing of Chris Chan, which makes you doubt he's real. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, I know, Sai. It's like one of those things where it's like, the reason I say that is only because Brian has existed on the internet for so fucking long. At this, like, he predates Dan. But it's very interesting how Dan, for those who don't know, Scarlet Reaper, internet's creepiest creeper. We found him fucking months ago. Faked his own suicide because we fucking dogged on him so hard. What else? He believes in reverse predators. He was also raped in VR chat by a minor.
According to him.
All according to him, by the way. He fucking Homelander himself couldn't get that out of me. Chat. It's so hard sometimes.
Rings are allowed to exist by default for the sake of
being
it.
you?
There is a reason why pedophiles in certain
Yes.
circles are allowed to molest children until it's seemingly convenient not to anymore. Only because
sorry,
they got
Augie.
caught, like priests, shepherds, and other people that get high praise when nobody knows.
Priests? Shepherds?
Shepherds.
Where did shepherds come from?
Shepherds?
Where did they... Where
And
the fuck
not-
did shepherds come from?
Well, how did
Are the
shepherds
children
and not
the
like
shepherd people?
Epstein level of like CEO billionaires? Like, isn't that the general consensus of like an underground lizard people of
Yeah.
child predator rings,
Yeah, but like,
adrenochrome,
but, like,
something,
but
yada
that's-
yada yada.
but Sai points it out, like, this is where, like, this is how you know the schizophrenia is real. And the conspiracy stuff is real. He takes, like, real-world examples and then shoves in, like, fake examples. Yeah, he means, like, shepherds as in the Catholic term. Yeah, because he hates Catholicism. Oh, liar, you fuckkead.
What did Mario do?
How to
Your mic's on.
how to actually raise your children number 4? Why is it number 4? Ola, you're the best.
Or suspects what they're doing to their own children. It's because they don't care. It's not the wolf just looking for its prey that we need to be worried about at all. It's the shepherd they fawn over so highly. They may wax poetical about how they feel sorry for them.
Poetical. Poetical?
This man talks like people I think about on the internet. I will not say who. I will not say who. I will spare them. I will spare them the pros. But Lord in heaven, why are you mad at me? You asked for it loud, you asshole. I'm not mad at you, you fuck. I will save them by not saying their names.
And how if we didn't have all this child porn or pedophiles and pedophile rings, that this wouldn't happen. Stigmatizing mental illness and believing the myth that people with mental illness are more likely to commit crime or be violent, as opposed to the parents actually being the ones to blame. The reason why they don't care, I'm talking about the parents, is that they assume that since child porn's illegal in general, that it makes their job of having to protect their children less dangerous, when the complete opposite is true.
Okay.
It's the parents' fault that their kids are being groomed, diddled, raped, or in the rarest case ever, murdered after being raped.
I'm sorry, what?
There's
What was that
no-
last word?
There's no fucking way he just said that.
What was that last? Can you go back like 10 seconds? We ended on
Kids
end
are
of a
being
word.
groomed, diddled, raped, or in the rarest case ever, murdered after being raped. It's because parents are lazy as shit.
In the rarest case ever, murdered after being. I. The fuck. I can't. I can't believe this motherfucker said this out loud. I can't fucking believe it.
Of course,
Yeah.
you have to believe it. I am Brian Mullins the Fox, and I am
Shut the fuck up, Brian Mullins, you stupid fuck. I'll beat the fucking bricks off of you.
Yeah.
No, real life, I'll find you.
Okay.
And if there's any cure for it, I know what isn't, and we're about to get into it.
You contribute nothing to society.
What do you mean? Can we not look at his horrible face while we hear this? What do you mean? What do you mean? He doesn't... What do you mean his face is horrible? But chat, would you rather look at this face? I got you, don't worry. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I have...
Oh no.
I have so many fucking videos about this dude. Where is it? Okay, here it is.
Hello, guys. It's Brian here. And this is the result
This is 6 years ago.
of lots of hard work, time, and effort.
It's quite uncanny.
And lots to dealing with hot glue.
No. No. No.
Did he have it on his face when he hot glued it?
No, he's not sarcophagus inside of it.
But he mentioned the hot.
This is amazing. I'm just gonna continue it, guys.
Mr. Felt. And you know what I mean. It's long story short. It took me a long time. But now it's worth it.
Why does he sound so defeated? Why does he sound so depressed?
Because it's so hot in there.
I don't know what I'll do.
He's threatening.
Why is he
I
rocking?
know what I'll do.
Why is he rocking? Why is he
He's
rocking?
probably he's so soothing, Foggy.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Don't know what I'll do when I stream. Well, it's pretty cool.
Okay, GSP.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
This is what people point to when they say furry parentheses derogatory.
I say it's not stream like this. Yeah. Oh fuck me! This guy has so much stupid fucking lore.
I've been busy all day finishing.
I don't like how he said that. I don't like how he said that.
That had the cadence of Jars. You have a nice pussy. Oh, what a nice pussy.
What a perfect. Okay, drummer.
It's a
Fuck,
cute little
drummer's
pussy.
asleep.
That's what it is. Thank you.
Fuck, drummer's asleep. We have that on fucking rip.
I've been busy all day.
I gotta listen to it one more time. I'm sorry.
Cool. I've been busy all day finishing that album, The Roast Game Society Volume 4.
Oh, he does music, right?
And it
Yeah, he
turned
does
out
for it.
perfectly as I planned it.
You know what? I
long-
may clip it and put it in a soundboard. I'm not gonna lie.
Long time to edit.
Actually, you know what? Fishy. This is for
He's
you,
sleeping.
buddy. Clip it and ship
Okay.
it. You know what to do, buddy.
They're
Took like
sleeping.
12 tracks.
Hmm?
It's just
They're sleeping.
Yeah, but he'll wake up.
over 40
Will they watch the
minutes.
VOD?
Yep.
Yeah.
Greg, I've
Gosh.
never heard you so uncomfortable. I've never heard you so uncomfortable.
When I was a young child, there would be images like this online or like in a bookstore or whatever of just uncanny kind of not uncanny valley, but just stuff that didn't make my stomach settle, you know? Like A lot of the times it was like old anime sci-fi art of just like highly detailed, like like cyborg bodies, but they're kind of like spread out and they have all like kind of human
Hmm.
parts and then like machine parts. This is giving me that unsettled. My stomach does not feel good feeling of just something that is unhuman is pretending to be alive.
It's so insane.
Yep.
What weirds me out more? This mask or the 1-to-1 Sally Acorn doll? This mask, and I'll tell you
Oh.
why. The
I don't know what
Sally,
the Sally Acorn-
the
Oh, I do
Sally
remember that, okay.
Acorn, the Sally Acorn doll was made with love. This was made with fetish. Hi, honey. Hi, everybody. Say hi to Cloudy. Hi, Cloudy.
Hi, Claudia.
At least the Sally Acorn thing was made with love. Like, this is insane. Bro doesn't even have the jaw moving. Tusky, you fucking.
Ooh, I love how my hair flops.
Wait, who's in the background?
No, it's his hair flopping.
Ooh.
What?
No, who's that in the
Oh, there's a
background?
person in the
Oh my
background.
god, there's a person in the background! There's a person in the background! No! It's his brother! His brother's in the background!
He's on his phone.
What the
Mom told me I had to
fuck?
watch him.
What the fuck?
Brian's just making his YouTube videos.
I love my brother so much. We looking back to the roast games. The evil spirit. There's an evil spirit in the back. No. Oh, fuck me. Has he been there the whole time?
The whole time.
Oh well, you want me to do a boop? Here, I'll do a boop.
No!
When you make this a clip, you gotta add the you died Dark Souls.
Yes. No. This is his. Side. Neither am I, dude. Us tri-staters are literally not gonna sleep. Fuck me, that's insane.
Boop.
Oh god, he even
There we
said
go.
it.
I just did a boop. Stormy does that a lot. This is my very first.
Who
What?
the fuck is Stormy?
Please.
Why does they have my cat's name?
Okay, so
Ugh.
I cannot explain it, but there is just a lot of pets names that have the crossover names with one another. Stormy's very common. I've known many Stormies. Luna is very common. Star. So just there's a lot of names that get used all the time. Don't think too much about it. It is an unfortunate. It's one of those things where like if you're in a room with 30 people, there's a high possibility that 2 people are born on the same day. Don't think much about it.
Dang, sorry.
See, even Sai had the cat name
Yeah,
Stormy once.
it's common. They're just common pet names. You just learn this
Okay.
sometimes.
I had a cat named Turd once. You know what? That's actually fair.
I had a
that's-
friend named their cat Putz.
Putz? Okay, Putz is funny as fuck, actually. Putz is actually funny.
Daisy, Roxy.
I do personally like pet names that are jokes. I think they're really funny. I think that that's a fun time. I had a cat named Tree. I love that. My cat responds to bastard. Oh, that's actually hilarious. He had a son too. His name is Nugget. Cause he's Turd's Nugget. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Monty and Finnegan. Okay, Monty and Finnegan are kind of great names. Those are great. Those are great names. Also,
I do like
How
I do
much-
like
Yeah,
pet
sure,
names that are
cute.
human names. I like Steve. I like seeing
Yeah.
a dog named Steve.
Trent Reznor had a cat named Fuck Chop. Okay, that fucks.
Chops.
So, Sai, can we get a drawing of Mr. Mullins?
No, don't do that.
No.
You got a commission artist, you fuck.
Yeah.
I know I would.
Then you have to go to the proper channels. You don't just ask somebody through stream.
Oh, God. Listen, I'm being nice.
First time doing it on stream or doing it ever in general.
But it has to. My commissions will open eventually. Okay, fair enough. But it has to be this
just get in
video.
line.
It has to
You
be this video.
You have to get in line and commission it, motherfucker.
You have to get in line.
I will.
I just did a boop. Well, before I end the stream, I just want to say thank you guys for all the support you've been giving me.
Okay. I'm about to say something really fucked up.
What?
If you put a weird voice filter on Brian, he kind of sounds like Bill Cipher.
No idea.
Who?
You guys never watched? You guys didn't watch fucking oh my god.
Gravity Falls?
Yeah, Gravity Falls.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
older
Gravity
than you.
Falls.
Yeah, Bill Cipher.
No, I thought
The Triangle
he sounds
Man.
he sounds different than this.
Is that his name? I thought he was Pyramid Head.
Bill Cipher. Don't do Bill dirty like that. Listen, put a filter on Brian's
Put a
fucking
finger down.
voice. The evil triangle.
Yeah, Pyramid Head.
It's not Pyramid Head. Gravity Falls is
How
great.
are these different characters?
Leave Bill at it. Listen, he sounds like Bill Cipher. I don't know what to tell you guys.
Oh. Someone said hi. Hi, Blue Bean.
He was actually
this was
streaming.
Yeah,
Stream?
it says he was alive.
Oh, he
Hold on,
actually
this was a live
streamed.
stream?
His fucking brother's in the corner.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
he had to babysit him so he wouldn't say any batshit things.
Oh, that's insane. Or maybe his brother troubleshoots. Oh, so he did get. What did he get? What? I don't know.
Oh, boy.
Where was his stream?
I don't know how long I'm going to be streaming, but I'm just revealing this first
There was a real live chat.
and all the other viewers and stuff.
When
It's
did
not going
this
to be a very
happen?
long stream,
Oh,
however.
okay. 2018.
By far, this is probably my longest one so far.
Wait,
It's
this was
just me
real.
showing the fursuit head
Miss Stephanie.
and just telling you how much it took, the hard work, the time, the material, the hot glue gun I used was like from Walmart. All the polyester felt, the tannish brown, the dark brown, and the white.
Okay. My mouth is literally fucking agape. I don't know what to say. This is insane. This man is psychotic.
There's only like 100 views on it. I assume like not a lot of people saw
Hold on.
this.
Hold on. I'm going to send you something, Felgy.
What are you gonna send me, motherfucker? Also, I have
Oh,
a
you're so
small funny because I see him. I got a tweet liked today by Penguin Z fucking Charlie, and he unliked it immediately. It was really funny. I saw it pop up. I'm like, oh.
He knows he fucked up.
He does. He knows I fucked up.
Okay.
All the time.
His face is making this face.
It was.
Oh,
It was.
this is what I
It was
think
100% a
it is.
comment on a Diorio tweet. That's why I find it funny.
Mm. Yeah.
How can you do that to Kevin James?
I mean, Kevin James is the meme.
How can you do that?
He did
to
it
Kevin
himself. He did it to
James?
himself.
Have I
He did
ever
Mall
heard
Cop.
the music he's made?
Yeah. Yes? Question mark?
Yeah, we need to get to the music. It's not a Brian Moles stream without the music. Oh god!
That
My
was
ears.
so loud.
Music is questionable.
What is happening?
Girl, you're so fun, your blood is gonna taste like hot cherry wine. Girl, you're so fun, my blood is gonna taste
No,
like
not this one!
red wine. Girl, you're so fun, your blood's gonna taste like hot cherry wine. Girl, you're so fun, my blood's gonna taste
Oh, the music is AI, huh?
red wine. Don't you know that when there's smoke, Oh baby, there is fire.
What is this?
But with the fire of crazy hot love,
I will learn to sing this.
it's a sweet old-fashioned desire.
Please don't.
What is happening?
Told you once, then I told you
Twice.
I told you once again that making love feels nice.
Does it?
Boing.
Oh my god. Oh.
There's no way! There's no way!
Is this the new Seabat?
Wait, what do you mean this is a love letter to a fucking dog?
Is it named the dog named Boing?
I need a spring emoji.
Wait, the boy went into a different key. It's a different tone.
It's getting faster.
No, it's not
Being
getting
dragged to
faster.
hell.
It went higher.
Yeah, I went higher.
Oingo Boingo would never. Wait, what do you mean they saying hooked on a feeling? Like fucking Chris Chan? What the fuck is happening? The hot cherry wine is dog blood? What is happening? This is for a dog?
Yeah.
Girl, you're so fun, your blood's gonna taste like hot cherry wine.
Wine.
Girl, you're so fun, my blood's gonna
Tastes like hot cherry wine. It's not even at the same time. Hot cherry wine.
Valji, you do not sing this. You'll never know what your last song that you sing will be. You don't want it to be this one. The fact that it's to Kevin James's face is really funny.
Your heart will start drumming.
Was it still going? You had one verse. Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
You are the one who barks. Oh, this guy's a zoo. This is a zoo sadist. Told me twice. What is it? What the fuck is happening? Oh no, I clicked off of it. Oh no!
Oh no, we'll never hear it again.
no.
Goodbye.
We'll never-
Oh, it's gone forever.
This is the dog that he worships? Oh,
It's not a real dog.
Is,
It's
isn't
Sasha.
Does that
one
make
from
it
All
better?
Dogs Go to Heaven?
That is
Yeah.
all dogs go to heaven dog.
Okay,
The
chat.
sexy dog.
Chat.
He's literally the "Can I pet that dog" meme.
He sang "Hooked on a Feeling."
Please stop. Please, no more.
Change playback speed to 1.5 so we don't get copyright stricken. Come on, you can do it.
Don't do it, like. Don't do it.
I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you're doing.
Oh God.
What is happening?
Is this also about a dog?
Da-da-ba-ba, da-da-da-ba. I will pay you 20. If I pay you 20, will you stop?
Maybe.
Maybe. But then someone has to pay me more. Well, he's 6 minutes.
To play it.
Sign! No!
I was thinking the exact
Same thing. You would be too.
Well, the thing is, isn't he just singing over the song? So it's
Yes.
technically
Okay.
but
So
not
you
I'd
could-
have to
you
hear
could
it at
still
normal
hear
speed.
him.
Let me hear it at normal speed for a
And,
second.
and Chris Chan also sang over the songs.
Yes.
When you hold me.
It's okay. Yeah, he sings all right, but it's the high notes that matter.
Oh, the ah. The ah, I'm
Yeah.
hooked on it.
In
We
your
gotta
arms
get
so
a
tight,
ah.
you let me know everything's alright. I'm hooked on a
Okay, well, we can't hear it if you
feeling.
also sing over it. There's fucking 3 voices.
Okay, he sings not bad.
You're in love with me.
It's like Power. It's like PWR. I am.
being his.
Sorry, I am a fucking singing stop. So, for those who are new, I went
Oh
to
my
college.
gosh.
I went to college for opera. So yeah, singing stop is my thing. The vibrato kind of do
it's-
be hitting
It's crazy to me that people don't know that you sing. People don't know that.
that I date
People don't know
Cloudy.
Scarlet Reaper. People don't know
Yeah, we're old
No,
now.
I was
Don't
old.
know that you're gay, but
No, I'm trying. Whatever.
No, come on, Greg. You got this.
I'm sorry, Greg.
I said everything I wanted to say.
The people don't know about Scarlet Reaper. Yeah, no, you know, we've been almost doing this for.
Please, okay.
That's not
Please.
$20.
That's
That's not
$19.99.
$20.
Now, chat. If someone donates more than Lio, I will continue the song. When you do boo, when you hold me
Hey.
tight.
She's been a brat today. She's just been wanting treats. I'm like trying to not have her be 18 pounds.
Oh yeah, well that's fine. You got this. I chatted earlier too. I know you did, Lio. We messing. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me. God damn it. We have to listen to the rest of this fucking video.
We don't have to.
Well, let's
We
hear a
get
little
to.
bit more and then we'll get to the weird parenting video. Cuz this is the thing. Brian does too much. He's a fucking freak. He's a freak. Ow.
You're just taking up space. How could I?
Near your children is that you don't know who you even allow or allowed near your kids to begin with. It's not the pedo's fault that he or she's going near your kids. It's the fault of parents like you who made it impossible for them not to because you were.
What does that mean, Brian? What does that mean? All right, we may get to it, may not be able to get to it. Brian's hot take on victims of mass shootings. If your kid died, you don't get restitution. You only get restitution if your kid stays alive. Is this his video on how to stop online predators deleted? Yes. He's blaming parents for their children to be molested. I cannot explain how stupid he is.
Relied on the government and law enforcement to make child porn illegal. It's like saying you should shoot the angriest drunk that's trying to hurt or kill you because back in Prohibition he couldn't get easy access to safe-to-drink alcohol and not the bathtub gin he or she is alcoholically afflicted by. It's not the alcohol that's the problem. It's not that child.
Equating alcohol to child pornography is probably the most schizophrenic thing he's done. And this is a man who believes millions of children died for not believing in Christmas. Brian doesn't believe in the J question because he believes they all died during Christmas. I don't understand what's happening.
Everything's happening, Foggy. It's the deep state.
Yeah, no,
They're putting wire in the frogs and make the fish gay.
The problem is that, okay, so the problem with Brian being a lolcow, I agree. The issue is the fact that, like, Brian just doesn't respond and he lives in his own world. If Brian interacted a lot more with his detractors like he did with Lio and he did with Gilded, where, like, he actually, like, made video responses to them, he would have done it a lot more. Horror Cow is probably more accurate because he kind of just lives in his own bubble. Again,
That's
Brian doesn't want to respond for comment ever. It's very bizarre. But also it just shows that he just doesn't... He knows that he can't publicly believe these things. Well, yeah, he can't publicly believe them.
With, like, Cybersmith, he would at least defend his talking points.
I mean, he says it online. That means he defends them at some point, right?
I'll be right back. But
not to people. Like, he's doing the conspiracy theory thing where it's like everything that I'm saying is correct because I have done my research, and because my research has pointed to this, that means it's correct. And it's like he's just spouting off his own, like, view of the truth, even though it's batshit insane.
Did you wonder if he ever did like bring his ideas up to somebody and they like told him, "Oh man, you fucking crazy," and then he was just like, "Well, I can never tell anyone else because they will not believe the research
I
I
can't.
have discovered because I am
Re-
true and based in Poggies."
I can't tell because his Discord only had like 7 channels. I don't know how many people he talks
I
to on a
mean,
daily basis.
he talks to his
versus how many
brother.
people. Is that a good source of companionship?
I don't know.
I
And
mean, I don't talk to my brother and I feel a
camaraderie?
lot better.
Did you go to? Yeah, we went to his roast games his WordPress website. Yeah. Horror cows is when it goes from funny to evil. Cyrax and Andy Ditch are horror cows. Kids tend to be involved somewhere. Yeah. I can't say it. This guy's a lol. I don't know. Like Dave, you have a very good point. This one's just hard. This one's just
definitely
very
conspiracy
hard.
theory, but it's a conspiracy theory that he started. It's not a
Yeah.
conspiracy theory that is widely accepted or adapted to other conspiracy theories. This is just a homegrown conspiracy theory,
Yeah.
and it's insane.
You know what? I don't know who Andy Ditch is. I really should. I know somewhat of Cyrax. I don't really know Andy Ditch. Maybe one day I'll look into them.
Porn in general, and I'm not talking about the dangerous type of it. That's the problem. Hell, it's not even that pedophiles in general are the problem. It's that prohibition doesn't work and is the problem. Prohibition also stops them from getting comfortable and desensitized enough to stop, get help, and get on with a better life. Addiction to it is the underlying cause of this problem. And without desensitization in this context, it will only get worse. If anything, banning all child porn permanently will also permanently make child predators impossible to get rid of without law enforcement or...
What?
That makes no sense.
Because if you legalize child, are you saying you go on a list when you legalize the child porn? You go on a list when you go on a list because it's illegal. That literally, that's how it works. Yeah, I know about Bathtub Ross. My dance burst thing was compared to Bathtub Ross from time to time.
What's that?
Actual pedophile.
government. Not that we really or should need them to begin with. And the innocence of children will continue to get compromised more and more because what's stopping us as opposed to stopping them? They will permanently close the door on fixing an issue as opposed...
Yeah,
Who's them?
He's doing ACAB because he's blaming parents. But the problem is that ACAB doesn't make any sense in this comparison because this is what you would actually want police for.
So in conspiracy theories, it's not exclusively like ACAB. There's a deep-seated underbelly within the government or the deep state that pulls all the strings of everything. It is something greater than you and I have access to. It is the them. It is the J question mark. You know, because it always gets down the road to the J question mark. But it goes beyond a law enforcement type of situation in conspiracy theories.
Damn.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you are right. It's just this is a weird one. This is a weird fucking video.
To actually solve it. That's why they don't care about even their own children. Because just like their adult form, they're too stupid to get the difference, but too quick and dishonestly motivated to notice that they're wrong. They permanently shut the door on anyone critical of their complete abortion they would call a quote-unquote justified policy, so that nobody can criticize a pedophile or predator. Because if we stop them before we stop ourselves, we would have no crime to commit as much or if not more than we would have.
Oh, he's just admitting he's a pedophile. Listen, he's just admitting that he's a pedophile right now.
Nobody can criticize a pedophile or predator, because if we stop them before we stop ourselves, we would have no crime to commit as much or if not more than we would have.
He's just admitting right now he's a pedophile. He keeps saying we. This is a Freudian slip. This is a fucking Freudian slip.
Who's this we question?
Yeah, who's the we question mark? Ourselves?
Is it because he's not with us on this one?
Who's we? Can we force him to Persona 3 himself? In our dreams.
Isn't we, just me, Brian Mullins, the Fox.
As it's fucking weird because I see it in my fucking OBS. The fucking Brian Mullins moving. I hate it.
Because it keeps turning head. I have it on my other screen, so I'm not looking at it.
It's so fucking creepy.
It's funny because I thought this was a re-upload, but he uploaded this.
Well, this got taken down. But
yeah, so
he
uploads-
believes
so-
this.
But he believes it. Yeah, so he had to put it
yeah,
up somewhere.
he believes that he's doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Criminals to throw in the slammer to and for anyone who believes wholeheartedly that this is the only cure to it, which is the bullet and nothing else, should just stop and say no. Just know, we are the reason these kids are even alive. The way we indirectly influence children is the same reason we directly influence pedophiles and predators. It's
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Covered him believing all P0RN is fake yet? No more real than a death in an action movie.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't think we've gotten to that yet.
He hasn't said it. So he said it multiple times.
We've discussed it a little, but I don't think we've watched it.
We haven't watched the video where he says that. In this video, he keeps calling it fake CP. Or fake porn.
Right.
Or he says porn is by nature 100% fake.
I don't know if he says
much
in
of a
the
mistake.
video, but my speculation is that it's because there are porn actors and actors imply fake.
a hustle to permanently solve
No,
the
Huldra,
problem
you're
of child
fine.
sex predators, to know that the reason is us, the parents, the internet, and human beings that live on planet fucking Earth, and us alone. Child porn, most of it, excluding the most dangerous kind of it, is not the real reason why they want to rape children. It's despite of it, because child porn is still mostly illegal. That's the problem. And if we keep doing this by
What do you mean still
Mostly.
illegal? Ryan!
In spite.
Ryan! Child porn is
Use
all
words.
illegal, weirdo!
banning
Well,
child porn
different. He
permanently
doesn't
will make
believe drawn porn is CP. Only active porn is CP.
I hate you. I hate you, Brian Mullins.
I am just
Fox.
pointing this out as Brian Mullins the Fox.
I hate you. I hate you, Ash, so much.
more and more dangerous, and more children are gonna die as a result after being raped or compromised and not murdered after being raped by a molester or a pedophile/predator. And if that is what a pedo hunter or someone who is extremely anti-pedo while being a far-right reactionary nitwit wants, then those people aren't really quote-unquote anti-pedo. They're the only ones who are pro-pedophile. That's what they want, so that they
What?
have competition. The smaller, less predatory, and
What? They're
I believe
pro-pedo because
Brian
they're pedo
Mullins the
hunter?
Fox has lost the plot.
So what he's saying is that pedophile hunters create pedophiles so they can hunt the pedophiles. Again,
This is like
I've
a chicken
openly
and egg situation.
I've openly said the reason I inherently do not like pedophile hunting content is because the content, the thing they need is a pedophile. I've openly said that is my major, there's a lot of hangups, but that's my number one hangup, is that by nature, I think he's saying pedo hunters are pedos who want the kids for themselves. Yeah, that may be also what he's saying. It's weird. This is very weird, chat. Very fucking weird. Damn, if Lio was here, I'd ask him about what he said about him. Because he was like prophetic and saying like Peaches would kill him or something. I don't fucking know. Or he would kill Peaches. I don't know what the fuck he said again.
even those that aren't as predatory than the least predatory ever are snuffed out, while the quote-unquote anti-pedo, pedo/predators will remain on top of the chain, and giving them the bullet as a supposed cure will doom us all, even the children with us. It will doom us in a way where it even trivializes the suggestion they call a cure, because it's not really a cure at all. It's just a lazy-ass excuse to actually solve the pedo problem, the predator problem too. Just shoot them, man, and nothing else. It can only be a life-saving thing if it's only in self-defense. So just murdering them, even when they've never shown themselves or posed to be any kind of threat or an actual danger to these kids, is not the way to go.
Again, remember
That's no good.
Fuck you, Sonic. But remember, he's okay with murdering
Jackal
kids.
face.
He wants to murder the kids. Just remember that, chat.
fact that this is anybody's go-to as a quote-unquote solution is beyond me. Not allowing them to properly and humanely treat their addiction and mental illnesses is the main culprit of that very problem. It's a last resort. Shooting and killing a pedophile out of pure fear/concern is only a last resort. Those that even say or suggest that this should be the be and end all.
I mean, I would say it's a meme side, but like there are people that truly believe that. I think the reality is that he's losing the plot because he's losing the understanding that yes, these people deserve help, but the help is not legalizing child porn, which is so bizarre. It's just a strange thing to even say. Like, I don't understand where in his head he thinks that's the move. Because the desensitization, again, it's not how it works. Yeah, The roast game's essentially, Dark. Roast game's essentially is his belief that there was child murder that happened, and he cracked the code. That's all it is. He just believes that, he's very anti-religion, which makes me believe that his parents were very demeaning, very demanding, and they used religion as a reason. Yes, and cannibalism, yes. And that is why a lot of his hang-ups regarding parenting, because he completely hates his family. He truly believes that his family let him down, and it's possible that they may. But it's very obvious that Brian, in his own head, sees himself as both an adult and a child and a furry all at once, because he has very childlike mentality, but recognizes himself as an adult, but also Brian Mullins the Fox. So again...
Yes, Brian Mullins the Fox.
Yes, we have seen what he looks like IRL. We saw the video of him. I have other photos of him. I don't really need it because it's in video form.
For anything pedo/predator is not just not anti-pedo, but they're unironically the greatest friend a predator ever had. They are willing to be a pedophile's bitch, if and only if it means sacrificing their own children to make a point. And the point to end all points in solving the problem of child sex predation in general. Not allowing yourself to become a better parent is the reason why, as time goes on, parents will become lazier and lazier and lazier, so that they make themselves more and more comfortable in neglecting to realize that if we stop them, we stop ourselves from protecting our own children. And that's what they want. Even if it's the government and law enforcement, alongside with the pro-police semen-guzzling cocksuckers right with them. But without further...
Okay, so he is anti-cop.
Oh, that's a lot.
I am seeing it now. I pray that Brian Mullins does not have children now or in the future.
He wants them.
He just talked about sacrificing children to pedos to stop the real pedos.
Yeah, I've heard conspiracy theories adjacent to some similar talking points, but this one is the craziest one.
Jesse, you're not cooking. Jesse, you are not cooking, brother. Yeah, he's an ANCAP. Yeah, exactly. He's an ANCAP, just like Jan's Burst.
That's why they probably can't, like, engross themselves into the larger conspiracy theorist communities.
Yeah, because they're like, everyone hates them. Everyone hates them.
Further ado, that's the main point. It is not a cure, it is just a lazy fucking lie. And now let's move on. This will be the chapter that will gain me the most infamy in this entire video, as if any other chapter before or after hasn't yet done so. Apparently, people in general don't even bother to care enough to distinguish the difference between someone just being a pedophile without having inappropriately laid a hand on a kid in his life or her life, and being a child predator. The difference simply being the child predator actively wants to rape or hurt children or minors to get what they want, to manufacture consent when children cannot consent. The generic non-offending pedophile just has a sick and twisted fetish or a sexual attraction to prepubescent children, but doesn't want to hurt or offend children. The key focus is mental...
So which one are you, Brian?
Yeah, like, okay, so the pedophile is the good guy, actually, but it's the child predator that's the bad guy.
You don't understand. They are fighting with their urges every day. That makes them closer to God. What are you saying,
Like,
Brian
yeah.
Mullins?
Okay. It's always this weird topic about non-offending pedophiles. I understand that they exist. Do you know what they have? Therapy! You know what they don't have? Fucking free CP! Because that's not the solution! Because that's how they act on their fucking thing! And yes, I heard him say consenting minors yet again.
He's saying it again.
Illness and disability, not hostility. People believe it's all just black and white, when in reality, it couldn't be further from the truth and reality. But society doesn't even care about how they caused the problem by making child porn illegal, even if it's not the dangerous kind. Let's get into a little bit more detail before this chapter ends. People, be they on the left or the right, instead of honestly and actually having a conversation about how we can deal with pedophiles and child predators in a safe and non-abusive way, have instead resorted to accusing anybody that they disagree with of being pedophiles falsely. Why wouldn't they do that? Why for...
You know, okay.
Don't speak with your mouth full.
He's kind of spitting. Interesting. Accusing people of being pedophiles they don't agree with. Huh. Weird. I wonder who's done that before. I wonder. Weird.
Oh, Mama Max, yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Mama Max. Yes. That's right, it was Mama Max who did that.
And Scarlet Reaper.
And Scarlet Reaper, huh. Really
Seven's
weird.
in the chat.
There's a third person. I just can't remember the third person's name. It'll come to
It's
me.
kind of
eventually.
unremarkable.
Yeah, unremarkable.
For the life of me, do they really want to believe that by their own logic that porn is real, as opposed to it being the fiction it is? Because at that point, saying that child porn, or the kind that doesn't really hurt or harm any children or minors, has to be real in the sense where they are being sexually exploited, as opposed to having used them inappropriately for fake naked sexual position or posing sessions or whatever the fuck it actually was. Albeit.
What does that mean? That means nothing!
Against the semantics of this, good sir. Why are you
Does
doing this,
he-
Fried Mullins the Fox?
He needs to convince at least one person that he is not that bad kind of a pedophile.
He really does. Thank you, Sai. I know it's Sai. I'm not even going to read that. You're right. Chat, if you see Sai in chat, she's right.
Yeah.
That's why Sai's based. This is why I like it. That's why I like Sai so much. It's just real. It's just crazy.
Without children having to ever understand fully how sexual education works, which is wrong, but doesn't really harm a child in any real significant way, other than just generating a culture of ignorance surrounding sexual education. To assume that porn is real is to give that kind of porn power by making it illegal, even if and when no child or minor was harmed in the production of it. And hence, why it's treated like the bane of society, while people are giving rape porn a pass, even if no child was involved. Rape porn in general is fiction, and needing...
My good sir. Non-con porn is made with consenting adults.
Yeah,
Kids can't consent.
The non-con is with adults. Listen, you can have feelings about non-con. Wait!
Name. That's a great fucking emote. I'm gonna give me a second. I'm gonna take that.
Oh my
Wait,
god. Name never
There you
changed,
go.
dog. Yeah, like I'm like, what? This doesn't make any Again, we've had the non-con conversation before. You can have feelings about it. Again,
Yeah,
consensual, non-consensual. We've talked about it in
Yeah.
the stream on the book about the lady who wrote the grooming book. If you want to watch that, you can watch that stream. But again, consensual CNC between two consenting adults is very different from children, because children cannot consent to the act of even being filmed or, quote unquote, as Brian would say, posed. They can't consent. Thus, because they cannot consent, they shouldn't be there at all. Never. Fuck off.
To believe that it's real means that the real child predators can only exist while the pedophiles that are not offending don't get to get away with their degeneracy. The only solution for parents when it comes to not having these preds near their kids is stop being so damn lazy and stop being the reason this happens, because people like you contributed to child porn being mostly illegal. And with that being said, let's get to the history. Even the strictest laws against child porn permits minors 16 and older be allowed to make porn of themselves, but at the same time forbid them from doing so, even when there's no harm in the production, but at the same time porn permits minors.
What the fuck?
What?
He's like, kids should be allowed to do underage
What are you
porn.
What are you saying?
And they are not allowed because of the law?
You
Or
stupid
the
fuck,
government?
what are you saying?
Said, let's get to the history. Even the strictest laws against child porn permits minors 16 and older be allowed to make porn of themselves, but at the same time forbid them from doing so,
What?
even when there's no harm in the production, but at the same time forbid them. It's minors.
16 and older?
In 1977, Congress first passed legislation against child pornography with the Protection of Children against Sexual Exploitation 1997, which made it a crime knowingly to use a minor under 16 of age in obscenity depictions of sexually explicit conduct. The minors, this doesn't allow the minor to be in the porn, you dumb fuck.
This just criminalizes it under 16.
Like,
they're not allowed. Yeah, it should be 18 though.
But hold up, I have actually. There was I thought I had this. Thought I had this like in relation to it. I guess I didn't. I guess I saw it somewhere else. That's not how this works. That's still not how it works though.
16 and older be allowed to make porn of themselves, but at the same time forbid them from doing so, even when there's no harm in the production, and even if consent doesn't matter. The government and law enforcement try to have it both ways, and it only shows that it never works, prohibition never works, and child porn laws have no effect and make no difference when it comes to protecting our children. If we got rid of these ridiculous laws and standards that don't make any sense, it would only have a positive effect against predators and real creeps. Now let's get to the truth about parenting when it comes to protection against predators. Now let's get to the history of child porn being illegal. But before we do, I will let you all in some historical pretext before 1977, then we'll get to what led to the first anti-CP federal laws. But before we get to how odd it is for one law...
How many times are you going to preface this? Just to tell me the fucking thing you want to see.
But also, like, he's just saying if we get rid of the laws, that makes it safer for the children.
Mm-hmm.
So just abolish the laws that are in place to protect them, and they'll be safer.
Here's the thing I don't understand. It was the same thing with Dan's Burst. And it's the same thing I will say now. What's the youngest age you'd allow this? You have to have a limit. Because if you don't have a limit, then where does it stop? Are you saying that every child is allowed to consent? Are you saying a newborn is allowed to consent? This is the problem. Okay. Every time, if anyone on the internet tries this shit, that's what I will always say. So what's your cutoff? And if they give you a cutoff, you're like, well, isn't that antithetical to all your beliefs? Because their belief is that there shouldn't be an age of consent. Because the minors can consent. But then if they get... Huh? Because either way, they look stupid as fuck. Either way, they look stupid as fuck. Because this is stupid. This is fucking stupid. It's a lot more things, but that'll fucking get me stricken off of YouTube. And I kind of like our channel. He said in another video, the youngest age being 5 years old, children should start sex education. So what about 4 and under for him? Huh? I have that video, by the way. I have the parenting video. We'll get there.
To be passed before the other, let's get into how human trafficking became a political issue in the 1900s. The true problem that made child pornography most lethal is human trafficking, much less child sex trafficking. Most lethal is kids. The true problem that made child
pornography, if you can call it that, which you can't. What? You're a pedophile. You're just a fucking pedophile. Brian Mullins is a pedophile. Brian Mullins is a pedophile. Brian Mullins is a fucking pedophile. I don't care. If he wants to disprove me, he can come on this fucking platform and disprove me. Fucking try it. You're never gonna do it. He's a fucking pedophile. Like I don't care. Oh, he's a not offending pedophile? I don't give a fuck.
Check DMs for Killjoy.
Fauci, here's a chart of what minimum would look like if these people got their way. Yeah. This is the minimum age to allow to marry. There's no minimums in certain states like California. There are minimums about 15 to 16 years old, 17 years old. And then, good old Jersey, Rhode Island. Listen, Cy, we're good. We're one of the good ones. Cy, we're good. We did it.
What? I'm not surprised about Mississippi.
The gun,
East California? What the fuck?
The gun of the East Coast is good. I always call it the gun of the East Coast because it does look like this looks like the hammer, and then this looks like a big revolver. It's just annoying. Like, this is what I'm saying. Masshole, stay winning. But that's what I'm saying is this guy would never ever. The tri-state will go back to hating each other tomorrow. Sai, you and I we can't hate each other. We can't do that. Listen, Chad, if you don't know, if you are on the East Coast, by law, you are Italian. You're Italian. You are all Italian. I don't make it up. Everybody on the East Coast is Italian. It's just how it is. Everybody knows your name. We all hug, and you're Italian. The reason Cali doesn't have a minimum is rich people do arranged marriages.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
Ooh.
I mean, there's state and is there like a federal age for any of this? Is that what they're talking about?
Well, it's the federal law for pornography. Again, still, it's statutory. Because, and I can't believe I have to say this, Brian's like trying to say, well, you know, an 18-year-old can make porn of a 16-year-old and then, you know, it's still legal. Like, that's what he's trying to fucking say. It doesn't make any sense. None of what he says makes sense. Yes, the Italians
aren't making pornography. They're not making porn. They're going to school and texting people on Twitter.
Oh my God. Statutory Italianism is a terrible thing. I hate that. Coyote, I hate that. We're keeping it. That's a lie. You can't even view porn until you're 18. Well, that's what I'm saying in Louisiana. But that's kind of what I'm saying. Is that like Brian is the kind of person that if you present like something logical, he'll have like a weird bullshit excuse that's so completely illogical. But in his mind, it's only the facts. That's literally like it's the facts are in his head. And none of us are privy to the facts. That's like literally all it is.
Wait. No.
What's the speed? I need the speed again. I need the speed up. Hold up. Let's see it.
What?
Let's see it 2 times speed.
Again? Why are you
Why?
torturing Brian Mullins?
Why? We got paid not to. Why are you shushing me?
We wanted to hear it again.
No, you wanted to hear it again.
That's what I just said.
Yeah, hear it on your own time.
Oh, you
Yeah.
assholes.
Pornography, most lethal, is human
keeps us in
trafficking,
the
much less
co-host
child
cage.
sex trafficking.
Can't
And I'll get to how
escape.
fucked up calling child rape child porn is later in
Here
this
comes
chapter.
the-
Bear with me.
the-
But
the
let's read a
motorcycle to take us
somewhat
away.
adequate reading of the history of the sexual exploitation of children, according to Women at Risk International. The U.S. history of sexual exploitation of children. News. When it comes to sexual slavery and exploitation of children, Americans tend to view it as a problem somewhere else. Slavery doesn't exist in the United States anymore. We tell ourselves. Certainly, the selling of children here is unimaginable. And no, slavery as it existed in the early years of our country's formation does not exist openly. But make no mistake, the buying and selling of
look at one
people,
of his
especially
boots.
children, for sexual acts occurs today, whether Americans realize it or not. This horrible threat against our children has existed here for many years. In fact, the first laws created to indirectly fight child exploitation were enacted over 100 years ago. Between the 1880s and 1900, most of the states changed the child age of consent from 10 years old to 16. The winds of change slowly blew across
Okay,
the
so
nation.
you're
as
just
this
reading this.
transition
What does
marked
this
the
mean?
first time sexual abuse was a sign of concern from authorities, given that it made human trafficking, much less child sex trafficking, worse. The first law that touched
I'm tired.
Did he say that by raising the age of consent, child sex trafficking became more of a thing?
Yeah, that's what he said. And it became worse.
I'm actually fucking speechless.
Like, we all live in a yellow submarine.
I don't think I can finish this. I don't think I can finish
What are you eating?
this. I'm not eating.
I know. Would you not finish?
Oh no, the video.
Oh. But what were you eating?
The rest of my Chinese food.
Hmm.
I ordered curry chicken. They gave me General Tso's, which is fine. I always order my General Tso's spicy. I was in the mood for curry chicken, to be fair, though. I'm a big fan of curry. I don't know if anybody eats like because curry chicken's not fried. It's, the place I order from, the curry chicken is not fried. It's just regular. I personally like it a lot
Why would people fry curry chicken?
because
They do that.
Yeah, they do it. They do it. In the
you
name
can
of
fry
oil
it and
sauce,
then
yeah.
you dip it in. It's like a like katsu or like you can katsu and
Mhm.
curry.
Oh.
Comment
No
on
one
okay.
eats curry, just you? Yes, I know. I am cultured.
I make curry every once in a while.
What kind of
It's just
curry would you
takes a bit.
recommend? Um, so if you want the traditional type, obviously, if you can go to an Indian restaurant near you or make it yourself, I would always recommend going to an Indian restaurant. A, support your local businesses, and B, they're just gonna make it better than you. I'm just telling you that right now. So, but typically, if you want to make curry at home, my suggestion is going to find the Japanese curry blocks. It's just a lot easier. It helps you make the roux at home and all those things. It's just like a bit like if you want to do like a big easy thing. I eat all food. I love food. The only thing I don't like are pickles. I don't like pickles like your dill pickles. I don't like them. I'll eat other pickles, just not those. But curry, I love a lot. Thai curry is also very good. When you go to your Eastern, I've watched a lot, guys. Fucking COVID, I learned how to cook way too much, and I watched way too much food stuff. A lot of like Asian nations, like Thailand or like Malaysia and stuff like that. They will like use like for instance like a coconut. Thai specifically will do that. Not all places do that in Asia. Some will just make it just with the spices and the herbs and the spices and herbs fry it up. But personally, I suggest getting like a tikka masala or some kind of butter chicken.
Ooh, butter chicken. I love butter chicken. I make really
anything
good
like
butter
that.
chicken.
If you're planning on learning homemade pasta and baking stuff, Abyssal, send it to me, please. I will open the P.O. box. Please send it to me. I'm begging you.
Oh,
Nobody
I thought you
makes
meant
me
like the
food.
recipes so that you can
No.
correct them.
No, I would not correct them. Please, send me the food. Feed me, chat. Feed me.
No,
Feed me,
you
chat.
eat all
I'm
the
so
time.
hungry,
You eat,
chat.
you eat all the time.
That's not true.
You eat every stream.
Yeah, this is the only time I eat.
Not true.
It is. Do not send
Shit.
food. Feed me, chat. Feed me.
Feed me, Seymour.
Feed me. All right, we're gonna skip this because I can't. I don't think I can. Oh my god, the Lio convoy videos right here. Fuck, if Lio was in the chat, I'd actually watch this. Oh fuck me. All right, we're gonna get.
We can always do another.
No.
I'm
talk
not
about this
doing
guy
another
anymore.
fucking Brian Mullins stream anytime. The only way I will ever do a Brian Mullins stream is if he actually will come on.
Mm-hmm.
Are
That's
we gonna
the
read the
next
fan
Brian
fiction?
Mullins stream.
Yeah. The only way I will actually do another Brian Mullins stream is if he actually comes on and defends his points. It's the only reason that's. So no fun for me. Okay, sweetie, we'll do another Brian Mullins stream for you. Come on for Brian Mullins next time. Okay, chat. We'll do another Brian Mullins stream for Cloudy and only for Cloudy. Well, okay. How about this? We will save some of the videos before we will do a part 2. We will do a part 2 of Brian Mullins.
Look at stream chat.
I'm looking
much
at stream
younger?
chat before we end because I am. Where is stream chat? Yeah.
They're up top.
I looked on a feeling. Oh, thank you for adding me. I'm high on believing. But Jungle Wumpa, no. My Jungle
We have to do a
Wumpa,
part 2.
no.
We have to do.
My
Yes,
Jungle
it's gonna
Wumpa.
add to the milk goddess.
My Jungle Wumpa, why?
The goddess grows.
The goddess grows every day. Must we though? Sai, if you want to cover him, by all means, I'll give you all the videos I didn't do. Chat.
We got a doc.
It's okay, chat. Is there anybody streaming?
I think Beckett
Is
streamed already.
Beckett still streaming?
Is Beckett still streaming? Oh, chat, for those who don't know, Majunga Wumba is one of our very famous community artists. For those who are new, I'm going to pull it up just for the chat so everybody can see.
That's a good limit to have, Sai.
What's size limit?
I promise my fans Amber's is the grossest we'd ever do.
I wish we did that. I wish we had that level.
Yeah.
We don't really have a level.
I know.
Fuck, I just saw. So for those who don't know, this is your first time here. This is the milk goddess herself. This is the god of the op block.
What do you mean, Lynn? I am Brian Mullins the Fox. I am not Ash.
This is our girl. The goddess herself. Very big fan of her. We love her to death. For those who are new here, we are 100% a cult. We are a polycule, sweetie.
Gross.
Alt tab back. She's there. No, I saw. He's the Majunga's working on it. I'll wait for Majunga to finish it. But yes, chat, I just want you to know, she is beautiful. She is Grace. Now, chat, I want to thank everybody for coming out today. Greg,
yeah.
Ash, any final thoughts? There's so much to cover. We still didn't cover the fact that he believes that having sex in front of your kids is the best way to teach them about sex ed. But any final thoughts?
Brian Mullins the Fox, and I believe hands-on is the only way that we should go forward into the abyss. Hands-on into the abyss.
Okay. Milk for the milk god. What would be our thing? Milk for the milk goddess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
that's what we've always said.
But there's two. But what would be the second one? Because it's blood for the blood god.
For the pale throne.
Pale for the pale throne. It would be
because you put the milk
yep.
milk in the pails.
Yep. It would be pails for the pale throne. You're right. Chat, I'm gonna leave you with something. Greg, any final thoughts? And I'm gonna send you guys over to Beckett, by the way. So before you don't leave.
No. Why does this channel have 12,000 subs?
Yeah. She poised, she got grace, she's made of many a face. I see.
Fantastic.
Chat, I leave you with this as we end our stream. Remember, chat, don't go anywhere. I'm sending you guys to Beckett. Just remember, though. I'm so sorry.
Girl, you're so fun, your blood's gonna taste like
hot cherry wine.
Girl, you're so fun, my blood's gonna taste like
hot cherry wine.
Girl, you're so fun, your blood's gonna
And I can
taste
close that. You don't have to hear the rest.